thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today, USA Boxing. What's happening, everybody? We back. You know what I mean? Another fight weekend. We got another one coming up. You know what I mean? Quite a few fighters are having fights this weekend. You know what I mean? The main one that the people are talking about now at the moment is Errol Spence and your Dennis Ugas. That fight is going down in Errol Spence's backyard. So, PBC card. It's a good fight. I give you guys my prediction. Pretty much how this shit gonna go down, how I see this shit going down. You know, I've seen this movie before, so I pretty much ought to know how this shit gonna turn out. At least I think I know. We'll find out Saturday, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be spot on with my analysis as it relates to this. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yes, sir, man. Today is what today is Tuesday. Today Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. You know what I mean? I have to always kind of think what's going on. Let's get right into it. I'm not even going to play with it. Let's get right into the show. Everybody else who come on later, they can just catch up. But let's get right into the show. Question I have, guys, is this. Can Ugas win a 12-round decision versus Errol Spence in Dallas? Why did I say that? What's so special about Dallas? Well, Dallas is, you know, Errol Spence's own backyard. You know what I mean? So, me understanding what you know, the politics of boxing, how it works, what's going to happen, what I feel, when we see it all the time. And one thing I do like about boxing is it allows the fighter to understand the situation. Look, baby boy, check this out. This is what it is. Now, the only way you can stop what we already have pre-planned, you're gonna have to knock this guy out. That's why I love Marvelous Marvin Hagler. We're gonna try to stop him. That's why I love, you know, from a boxing standpoint, in today's fighters, I love the fighters who pretty much stop their opponents. If you stop your opponent, you take it out of the hands of the judges. I feel bad for the guys who don't have the knockout power over. You know, you got some people who have just knockout power, one punch knock, which is very rare, like one punch knockout power. Then you have people who can knock you out over accumulation of punches over time. Then you have people who can knock you out because, you know, they hit you so many times, but stylistically, your style is tailor-made for what they want to do. Similar to what we just saw this weekend between the two Florida natives, Erickson Lubin and Sebastian Fendora. Pretty much stylistically, hey, man, you're going to sit right here, let me punch you. I'm going to hit you with every uppercut. Knowing the man, you're going to eat every last one of them. I'm going to throw 150 uppercuts. I'm going to land 152. So he threw 150 and landed 152. You know what I mean? I know the math don't make sense, but you get what I'm trying to say, being facetious. So, you know, when it's a situation like that, stylistically, you know what I mean? Let's break down the styles and see what we can come up with. But you know, I looked at this thing from every angle I can possibly look at it at, and I see it happening one way. Now, you know, and then we're in America, so it is what it is, man. America is the land of the cricket, you know what I mean? Especially in boxing. So, you know how boxing works. It doesn't matter where you go at in the world in boxing, you know what I mean? The only way to take it out of the judge's hands, you're going to have to stop you guy. That's it. I don't see Ugas doing that, so I pretty much know how this shit going to work out. Let's see. Can Ugas win a 12-round decision against Errol Spence in his own backyard? My answer is no. Hell to the no. See what I'm saying? He can knock him down 5 times and win every round. You know what I mean? The result gonna be the same. Outside of a knockout, result gonna be the same. Unanimous decision, one way. In my opinion, you know what I mean? Unless Ugas can knock Errol Spence out, there is no way in hell he would get a decisive victory in Dallas. Ugas is fighting an uphill battle against Spence, and I think he knows this. Errol Spence knows it as well. Ugas got robbed against Shawn Porter when they fought. 2 PBC fighters. You know, and why do I say that? That was a very, very close fight until Ugas even got the knockdown against Porter. It was a clean knockdown. I looked at that replay at least 10 or 15 times. At least 10 or 15 times. And the referee, I think that was in the 10th or 11th round, and the referee waved it off, said it wasn't a knockdown. The feet did not get tangled up. There was no, we was locked up and then I hit you on the break and there was none of that. It was a clean shot. When I saw that, I said, yeah, this boy gonna lose this. And he lost to split decision. He lost to a split decision. Again, as I said before, Ugas is the B side in this equation, and he would get treated like the B side that he is. Even if he outboxes Spence. He's the B side, he's gonna get treated like the B side. Pretty much promise you that. Now, although both fighters are PBC fighters, Ugas is the stepchild in this PBC relationship. And he would get treated as such this Saturday night. And the more that I think about it, guys, the more it makes sense to me as to what will happen on fight night. It's just my prediction. And that's it. My prediction, how I feel about it, is subjective to me. I care nothing about what anyone feels about it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Now, so the question that I have for you guys in the chat is this. If your Dennis Ugas outboxes Errol Spence in his own backyard, from his family, cousins, mama and them, auntie and them, baby mamas, stuff like that, do you believe that the judges will be fair and give him the nod? Or do you believe that there is no way in hell that Ugas can win this fight in Dallas, Texas, outside of him knocking Errol Spence out? That's it. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Shout out to Knockdown 305 Day, kind of represent. What's going on, fam? Let's see what else we got in here. What we got in here? Shout out to the Queen Love Green Eyes P. What's going on? Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it. Sator, what you say, fam? He's going to have to knock him out or stop him. Yeah. And I honestly don't see that happening. I honestly don't see that happening. I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. Knockdown 305, would it say, fam? Highly unlikely. Yeah, highly unlikely. Tariq says, I already got EJ up 4 rounds against Ugas. I don't know about 4, but at least 3. At least 3. Yeah, at least 3. At least 3. I don't know about 4, but yeah, but let's see. Steven 47, he said, I got Spence winning on points, 115, 113. I agree. If Ugas can't knock Spence out, he will lose on his cards. Yeah. No matter, I mean, no matter how good he boxes. I'm saying he could do it. I mean, it could be radio silent in that stadium. He could be like, God damn, the Dallas fans ain't saying shit. Like they, radio silent, in that stadium because Ugas is putting on a pretty good performance. It doesn't matter. The end result is gonna be the same. Hey Sneed, what you say, fam? Errol the money man for PBC. Yes, sir. He's Al Heyman's favorite child. Al Heyman's favorite child. You're gonna look out for his son. Vic G, what you say? He said, Coach, what up from Dallas, Texas? What's up with you, baby? Vic, what's going on with you, fam? Hey, Vic, what do you think? What do you think about my question? You from Dallas. What do you think about my question? Chin Smoke, what you say, fam? You say Ugas is going to have to put on a spectacular performance to sway the judges. Not likely, but possible. Yeah. I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that. Vic G, what you say, fam? He said, I got Spence and Pitbull winning Saturday night. Yeah, Pitbull. As a matter of fact, let's look at the undercard. Vic G, let's look at the undercard. Daniel Rios, he said, is there VADA testing for this one? I have no idea. I don't know if it's VADA or no VADA. I don't know. Tariq, he says, no way they allow Ugas to mess up the Crawford Spence mega fight. Yeah, that fight ain't happening, bro. I don't believe that fight happening at all. Period. That fight ain't gonna happen. I think they just using Crawford's name and like using hints that this might happen after the fight. This might happen if Ugas and Spence can win. I think they're just using that to sell the fight, but that fight ain't gonna happen. It's smoke and mirrors, as far as I'm concerned. It's smoke and mirrors, as far as I'm concerned. So, he says, I got EJ. He said, I'm not an EJ fan, but I think Spence walks Ugas down. Now, if Ugas, he won't have to walk Ugas down. Ugas gonna be there. He won't have to walk him down. Ugas is a counterpuncher. He's gonna be right there. He's gonna be right there. Watch, you'll see. Ugas ain't gonna be backing all up and trying to nah. He's gonna be right there. He gonna sit. I think he's gonna sit right in that. He gonna sit right in that pocket. He's gonna be right in that pocket. I'm pretty sure of that. He said, "It's Spence the money man. No wonder PBC is in the bad condition." He say, Coach, who has a better coach, Salas or James? I like Salas. I think Salas is a better coach. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Salas have several fighters that he trained. That's always a lot of times they the underdogs, and they pull off improbable upsets against all odds when all of the the pros and the professionals and the people who've been doing this boxing for 20,000 years. They know so much of goddamn boxing. But you notice these guys, they always wrong a lot. So It is what it is. It's a matter of opinion at the end of the day. Salas is definitely the better. Salas is definitely the better trader. You know what I mean? Because he take guys who are not expected to win and win. James has fighters who I think one or two fighters he has. The two fighters he has, they're always favored to win. He has the top guys. So until he can take water and turn it into wine, I'm always gonna say Salas because I know what Salas has done from that standpoint. Shout out to my main man Smith and West. What's happening, bro? What's happening? What's going on, fam? What the lick read? He said Errol is more active than Ugas doing the rounds. Yeah, he is. That is true. He is. But I see how it's but I already know how that shit gonna go down though. So we all know how it's going down. This shit WWE. That's all. This gonna be WWE this Saturday. He says the WBC involved. There's VADA testing. It's mandatory. You know. If it's testing or no testing, it don't matter. Boxing gonna do what they're gonna do anyways. You know what I mean? So, if it's no testing, both fighters have an opportunity to do what they need, do what they feel like they need to do to win. You know, both fighters had that same opportunity. To be honest with you, he said I ain't that impressed with Derek James as a coach. Homie ain't a boxing mastermind like people make him out to be. Nah. That was just some Alphabet Boy channels hyping him up because of their infatuation for Errol Spence. That's all that was. Derek James, he all right. He all right, you know what I mean? So, Busy Beast, what you say, fam? He say Ugas got to get the KO, got a home court advantage. Yeah, Spence got home court advantage. Absolutely. Yeah, he got to get the KO. He's not gonna get it though, because he don't punch like that. He don't punch like that, so he not gonna get the KO, and Spence ain't gonna get the KO. Neither one of them punch like that. So, I think Spence may have a little bit more pop than Ugas. Well, he does, but neither one of them got power like that. Neither one of them got power like that. I think because Spence haven't stopped nobody since what the dude name is, Ocampo. That was what, 4 years ago. So I tell you everything you need to know right there. Let's see what the odds are though. Let's see what the odds are for this fight. Let's see what the odds are for this fight. Hold on, let's pull up the odds, guys. Let's pull up the odds. Let's see what the odds are for this fight. Let me see. I got it up right here, guys. Here we go. We got Errol Spence versus Dennis Ugas prediction and odds. I have two. I have two up. I got another one up. I think I have one from CBS Sports. Let me go ahead and put this banner down. Hold on, guys. Put this. All right. Let's go there. All right, cool. Here we go. Now, let me see. What do they have? How do they have this? They have this. Okay, right here, this say yardbarker.com. They have Spence up. Spence is a minus 480 favorite. And Ugas is a plus 360 underdog. You put $100 on Ugas, you'll make $360. You know what I mean? So you got to put down at least $480 in order to make a very, very small profit betting on Spence. So let's go over here to CBS Sports. CBS Sports. What does CBS Sports have? And we're gonna look at the undercard too as well. Let's see. What we got right here? CBS Sports. What do they have? How do they have this fight going? You know what? Hold on, guys. I think I made it too big. Sorry about that. Let me see something. Let me make sure. We got it right. What the odds are on this? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get the odds for you on CBS Sports. We found one. One of them say 480. Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Spence Ugas odds. It say Spence is minus 500. Okay, he's a minus 500 favorite. Ugas is a plus 380. So, who else we got on here too? Let's see. Isak Cruz, the Pitbull versus Gamboa. Okay, that's a good matchup. Isak Cruz and Gamboa, that's a good matchup. I'm not gonna lie. This is a really good matchup from a stylistic standpoint. This is a really good matchup. I like this. I want to see this. Even though Gamboa is way past his prime, I'm with about 45, 50 years old right now in boxing years. He's about 40 now, Gamboa, but hey, man, it is what it is. He's just a name now. Jose Valenzuela versus Francisco Vargas. Okay. The card pretty good. Cody Crowley versus Josecito Lopez. Okay. Imantas Stanionis. Okay. All right. The card pretty good. Let's see. You got Stanionis. Let's see. Brandon Lee versus Zachary Ocho. Okay. The card is pretty good. I can't even front. Card is pretty good. It's not a bad card. Not a bad card at all. As you guys can see, it's on pay-per-view, $75. $75 pay-per-view in Arlington. Okay. So he's minus 500. That tell you right now where the money's at. I tell you where the money's at. And bar a knockout. Listen, bar him stopping Spence, he don't stand a chance in hell. This is WWE. The judge has already been paid. Everything is done. Spence gonna go in there and do his thing, fight very well. Ugas gonna do his thing, fight very well, and the outcome is already determined before the men step in the ring. I'll tell you that right now. Cool Boy Curry, what you say, man? He said Pitbull sleeps old Gamboa. Yeah, man. Gamboa was in his prime when he fought Crawford. That was what, years ago? Long time ago. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. I want to open up the phone lines, but we got to have over 200 likes for me to open up the phone lines. So it might take us about an hour, probably about an hour to get there, but it is what it is. Spence, he said, Spence, Arlette says Spence is damaged goods with that eye. I mean, I don't think so. I think he's healed. He says he's fine. I don't think he's damaged goods. He says he's fine. He's recovered from his self-inflicting car accident. When he almost killed himself, he recovered from that. And then he recovered from the guy detaching his retina and sparring. He said he's 100%. He's 100%. So whatever he says that he is, I believe that. Whatever he says he is, I believe that. He says he's fine. I believe he's fine. Unless I love Ugas girl shape. Okay. All right. Let's see. Free Smoke. He says Gamboa is the gatekeeper. Yeah, Gamboa probably just need money right now. I mean, he's been, he's so past his prime. Everybody's just taking turns on him right now. James Rudd, he said, Coach, if it was judged fairly, who do you have winning? Spence versus Ugas. I don't know. If it was judged fairly, I don't know, because I don't know what the game plan is. I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight, as far as I'm concerned. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't see anything. I see some things that Spence does very well, and I see some things that Ugas does very well. In my opinion, it's a 50-50 fight. If it's judged fairly, but you ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry about that. It's gonna be. It's already. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a unanimous decision. It's gonna be a unanimous decision. I already know that. I really believe that deep down in my heart. I really believe that. You know what I mean? The betting money is on. You talking about the hometown favorite in his own backyard? No, it ain't no way in here. It ain't no way. He said PBC ran a lap around Fury's ish for once. Oh, you mean yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see. He say $75 for that, not PPV. Okay. Yarmis, yeah, $75. $75. He said Gamboa 40. Yeah, exactly. He's Gamboa the same age as Triple G, 40 years old. So there you have it. Right now, he's clearly just probably fighting for retirement money or whatever. I don't know if Gamboa, how much he made in boxing. Did he save his money up? Was he business savvy? But he just right now, he's just gatekeeping. He's food for the younger fighters. Just so they can say, I beat Gamboa. Just so they can say I have Gamboa on my resume. You see what I'm saying? He said Gamboa was prime at 126, 130, not 35 versus Crawford. Coach, I disagree with that. We just agree to disagree on that. That's all. If he wasn't prime when he fought Crawford, he damn sure ain't prime now. So I totally disagree with that, though. So we're just going to agree to disagree on that. Let's see. Tariq, what you say, fam? You say, can't wait for Saturday. Hopefully it's a banger this weekend. Yeah. We got some good fights. Got some good fights, bro. I will say this, though. I'm happy that we don't have as many fights as we had last weekend. Last weekend, bro, we just had too many fights. Had them on, I think ESPN had their fights with Michaela Meyer. And then PBC had their fight card. And then we had the zone. Man, shit. Hey, bro, like you needed 3 devices. Okay, I got 1 device for ESPN, 1 device for Showtime, 1 device for DAZN. Like literally, bro, you trying to and if you're trying to score the fights, it's like, God damn, you see what I'm saying? Shit. So I think what I think they need to do. Since we got so many good fights coming up in the month of April, well, we in the middle of April right now. You might as well say, what this weekend will be. I think that, man. I don't know exactly, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I probably have to talk to someone who's a little bit more versed than I am with this. But when you have different promotional companies putting on events, I don't know what factors into, why we're gonna pick this day and why we're picking this venue and stuff like that. I mean, I do understand, like if you have a fighter that's a hometown hero versus he's fighting a guy who's really not that known, it makes sense to have that fighter fighting his hometown because he has the support of his hometown versus the other guy, no one really know who he is. I understand that. But I'm just saying, like when they decide to, okay, well, this promotional company has a fight on this day around the same time as well. So are we going to compete with that? Or do they look at it more as, well, we don't have to worry about really competing with that. This is our budget. As long as we do the numbers that we need to do, it doesn't matter what this other guy does. And I'm thinking pretty much they already factor all of that stuff in. They already factor that in. You know what I mean? Manny 209, he say had to nap between fights. He said he had to fight. He had to nap in between fights. Hey man, hey bro, we was lit, boy. We was lit over here, bro. We was lit over here. Free Smoke Groves. He said, what did he say? He said Jared Jones, one of the judges. He said I'm jumping in with the Errol sections on this one, Coach. Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, shit. We seen this movie before. We know what's gonna happen. He said, I knew me today. You'll say, but shout out to my main man Smith the West. He said I was talking about PBC's undercards. It's a lot better than Fury's undercard. Oh yeah. The PBC undercard is way better. The PBC undercard is way better. I still haven't looked on Smith and West. I still haven't looked to see exactly what's on Fury's undercard, to be honest with you. I don't know who on their undercard. I said, well, I'll cover them on fight week. Next week, I'll cover them on fight week. But I haven't looked to see who was on it or whatever the case may be. So. He said Ugas can talk about all night long and possibly get a TKO. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, bro. Oh, this guy's back. Let's see. He said the doctor is putting in a prescription for my back. All right, damn, man. Yeah, bro. When you had them, I was having like right now. I still have a little few back problems, like my lower back. You know what I mean? And I had to stop squatting heavy because when I do leg day, I squat heavy. Like when I do leg day, dog, like I'll go all the way up to probably no more than 450. You see what I'm saying? But and I work out. I'll do anywhere between 425 and 450. I have video footage of me squatting 4.25. No, 450. 450. Yeah, 425. 425. Yeah, I mean I can hit it. I can bump it for 1 rep. But when I went to the chiropractor, she told me, she said, man, listen, look here, man. Your body is not designed to be doing all of that stuff. You're gonna have to stop lifting all that heavy weight. You got to leave it alone. And anybody who lifts, if you're a power lifter and you lift and you work out, you know what I mean. You understand that lifting heavy is addictive. So I say all that to say this, fam. That and deadlifts. You know what I mean? I like deadlifting too. I like squats more than deadlifting, to be honest with you. But I would just say, man, I don't know if you work out or not, Ace Need, man, but just try to take care of that back, man. If you're working out, leave the heavy weights alone, bro. Just leave it alone, bro. And always get a good stretch. Buy a roller. There's something that I bought from Amazon. It's like a little foam wheel, like a little foam like an octagon, something like that. It's a wheel, right? You can not octagon, but you can not an octagon. Sorry about that. But you can lay on it and roll up and down on your back. It puts so much pressure on your back. And it releases so much tension. Buy one of those, bro. I use it like at least 2-3 times a week. I use it at least 2-3 times a week. And if you're lifting heavy, leave the arm heavy weight alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, bro. He said to Mike Tyson, I broke my back. He said, I broke my back. Oh man. Bruce, what you said, man? He said squats on back compressing. Yep. But the thing is, you know, I don't feel strong like I'm strong as an ox, but my strength comes from my legs. You see what I'm saying? And when you're used to lifting heavy, you understand it. What you do understand is when you want to build the upper body, you got to strengthen the lower body. You got to build the lower body first. Everything comes from the feet on up. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, it hurt me to my heart, but I just can't do it no more. So I can't do it no more, bro. I can't do it no more. I just do medium weights. That's it. Hey, Sneed, he said, I appreciate it, coach. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dante, he say, coach, my max is 475 squats. A lot for my size. Yeah, that's a lot, bro. And listen, I don't even wrap my knees up, which is dumb as hell. You know what I mean? But always wrap your knees up, bro. Just wrap your knees up, man. And if you can, just stay away from that shit. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Now, as of late to this fight, let's get back to it. This is how I see this fight breaking down. Errol Spence is going to be pumping the jab. He does everything behind the jab. Errol Spence is pretty much methodical. He going to be coming forward with the 1-2, 1-2, like I'm saying when he steps. You know what I mean? 1-2, 1-2. He like to get the mid-range. He'll work the jab, pump the jab. You know what I mean? Try to get the jab in there. And then once he see that his jab may be giving you problems or not, I see this fight being kind of like similar to when Ugas fought Shawn Porter. No, you know what? No, I take that back. I see this fight being a war. Because Ugas like to bang on the inside. And he's a counter, but he's a counter puncher though. He's kind of like more like mid-range. But if you look at the fight with him and Porter, like he'll mix it up. He like to bang. He doesn't have the power to bang, but he likes to bang. And we know Spence like to bang. So I'm anxious, honestly, to see, guys, what type of game plan will Silas come up with for Spence? Like, what type of game plan? You see what I'm saying? Because he pretty much fights the same way. You know what I mean? Outside of Mikey Garcia, but Mikey Garcia was like 5'6". Mikey Garcia, my height, 5'6". He got a 52-inch arm reach, so it was easy just to keep him on the outside of the jab and beat him up. He was a small guy. But for the most part, I can see this fight because Ugas is going to have to get a little closer because I think Spence has a 3-inch arm reach. So he has a 3-inch arm reach. Ugas is going to have to keep it mid-range. So whenever Spence throws a jab, hopefully he can, I'm pretty sure he's going to want to, hey, if I can slip that jab, come on the inside and counter. He has that Cuban style. He's an excellent counter puncher. Can't take that from him. He doesn't have any punching power, but he's an excellent counter puncher. Now, there's nothing really special about Ugas, to be honest with you. Nothing really special about him. Nothing really to brag about. You know what I mean? It's a couple of fights he's had. I think he got robbed in, and it's a couple of fights that some people say that, hey, man, he won. They felt like he should have lost. But that's neither here nor there as it relates to this particular fight. I see this fight, first couple of rounds going to be a filler round. Spence is a high volume puncher. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's a high volume puncher. I think some point in the fight, probably like the third round, I think once they get tired of the filling out phase, Ugas is going to be down 2-3 rounds off the ripper. He's already down. He has to understand that off the ripper. But I think like around the third or fourth round, it's just going to be some Shawn Porter. It's going to be some Shawn Porter, Errol Spence type shit. That's what I think it's going to be. It's going to be a war. It's going to be like that. It ain't going to be like Porter and Ugas, even though they did mix it up every now and then. But it's going to be, I see it being more like Ugas. I see it being more like Spence and Spence and Porter. Even though Ugas don't have the footwork that Porter have, but he does have underrated footwork because there's a lot of shit the things that Porter was able to do with Spence, with dictating how the fight was going to go, imposing his will and using angles and able to spin Spence and stuff like that. He wasn't able to do that with Ugas. You see what I'm saying? But Spence won't have to really worry about that footwork standpoint from a Ugas standpoint. If depending on if he fights the way he normally fights. So stylistically, I would say if he's a counter puncher, all Spence got to do is just have a high work rate, and that alone is going to win him the fight. You know what I mean? Ugas is going to do a lot of countering. There's going to be a lot of opportunities there to counter. He has an underrated jab, even though it is shorter. He understands. He has pretty good timing. He understands distance and range. He has an underrated boxing IQ, in my opinion. And I know no one is really giving him a shot in this fight. Understandably so. I mean, you're fighting a guy in his own backyard. Literally, he's going to wake up in the morning and walk to the stadium. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, no one's getting him a chance at this point. Understandably so. You know, his style, stylistically, I'm anxious to see exactly how this is going to unfold. But I'm pretty sure, like around the third round, guys, it's going to be a war. Third or maybe fourth. He say he can take Errol's jab away by jabbing over Errol's jab. Yeah. He can do that. He can do that. Time ain't gonna allow him to do that. I don't know if Errol's jab is faster than Ugas shit though. I'm gonna rewatch Ugas Porter. Yeah. Check that out. Yeah. He says, I'm never underestimate the Cuban school. No, I'm not underestimating the Cuban school at all. There's nothing wrong with the Cuban school style of boxing. What I'm trying to get you to realize, Dr. Mofongo, is he is the B-side in this fight. He's fighting a fighter that's from the city that the fight is being held at. It's there for a reason. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's the B-side in this here, man. The judges are not going to be pro Ugas. Ugas, barring a knockout, he can forget it. I see this being a Oscar De La Hoya versus Pernell Whitaker. Pernell in Vegas, you know, he was the gold. Oscar De La Hoya was the golden boy. You couldn't beat the golden boy in Vegas. You know what I mean? At that time, you know, and I see this fight being similar to that. He gonna win. You know, he's gonna do a lot of good shit. You know, really pretty much outwork Pernell Whitaker. Pretty much kind of like had Oscar De La Hoya missing, looking crazy. He was landing shots at will. It was a good fight, good close fight. But all three judges had a unanimous decision for Oscar De La Hoya. That was some bullshit. But you know, it is what it is. I see it being like that. Carlos Mendoza said, Ugas is already down on the judges' scorecards even before he steps in the ring. Absolutely. Yep. He's already down 3 cards. You ain't gonna beat the kid from Dallas in his own backyard. His mama gonna be the judge, his daddy gonna be one of the judges, and one of his homeboys gonna be one of the judges. You can forget that. He said the X factor for me is that retina. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Kubo Curry, he says, Coach, Ugas don't have to KO Spence, but he have to beat him convincingly to win. Bruh, okay, listen, Kubo Curry, I am of the opinion, brother, that I'm telling you, he can be convincing. He's already down. Ugas is down 3 rounds right now. Right now, this fight is 30-27 right now. And it hasn't even stepped in the ring yet. So, you know, all Spence have to do is just, you know, win 3 rounds or whatever. You know, like I'm telling you, bro, like he's fighting that guy in his backyard. But that's you know, that's just how I feel about it. That's my opinion. So brother, what he say? So what? He say, so what it do? What it do, man? What it do, baby? What's happening? She say, I got Spence by a majority decision. Yeah. Spence I got Spence winning this fight by unanimous decision. I think it's gonna be a unanimous decision. Renee Bachjan, what's up, fam? He say, if I recall, sometime after Oscar got robbed versus Trinidad, right? Yeah, he got robbed. See, they were trying to pull that flim flam on Trinidad, but they couldn't because Don King was the promoter. Don King was Trinidad's promoter, and of course Bob Arum was Oscar De La Hoya's promoter. And that was and then Oscar De La Hoya got robbed in Vegas against Trinidad. Don King wasn't going for that shit. Don King wasn't going for that. Eric Grimey said they said Ugas couldn't beat Manny in Vegas. Yeah, well, I don't know who said that, but as bad as Manny looked in that fight, you know. But Manny ain't fighting in Dallas, so. He says, do you think there is a solution fix to biased judges in the sport? No, there's no solution. It's been like this forever, and it's always gonna be like this. It's always gonna be like this. He said, did you see Porter? Shout out to Donnie T. He said, did you see Porter talking about how the commission let him weigh in like 4 times after he missed weight for the Ugas fight? No, I didn't see that. Did he say that on his podcast? Did he say that on his podcast, my brother? Let's see what we got. Oh shit, we way off. Shit. We got over 200, we got over 200, we got 240 people in here, less than 100 likes. So we get over 200 likes, we'll open up the phone line. Other than that, we just gonna chop it up and chop it up and shut it down when we get to the end. He said not saying you were right, coach. Not saying you were, coach. Just stating that in general. Oh, okay. He says you need to sell merch, coach. Yeah, I got merch right here. I got merch. You can as a matter of fact, click on the link on the description in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. If you want to buy the merchandise, it's pinned to the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. That's right there. For sure though, man. It's pinned up there. Yeah, but I see this, yeah, unanimous. It's gonna be close. 115, 113, 115, 113. Lisa might be right. It might be majority draw. One judge may have it 114, 114 and make it look interesting. But for the most part, that's how I see it. That's how I see it coming. He say, coach, you think Oscar got robbed in the Trinidad fight? Yeah, I thought Oscar won that fight, even though he ran the last 3 rounds. But I thought he won that fight because Tito really couldn't hit him. But I thought it was a close fight. But I didn't feel sorry for Oscar De La Hoya. I hated Oscar De La Hoya at that time, to be honest with you. I did not like Oscar De La Hoya at all. I didn't like him at all. I'm not even gonna say a lie to you, dog. Like I like Trinidad a lot, but I didn't like Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? He was the golden boy. He already, in Vegas, you couldn't beat him in Vegas, even if he did lose. I seen the Ike Corte fight, the Pernell Whitaker fight. I was crazy about Pernell Whitaker at that time. So yeah, I just, yeah, but yeah, I thought he won that fight. I thought he won that fight. He didn't get the benefit of the judges, and I didn't feel sorry for him because he was in a few fights to where the judges always went his way. So when it came back to bite him in the ass, I was like, good. Now you know how Pernell Whitaker felt. He said, we already know the outcome of this fight. I'm not paying for it, but I will listen to you call it, coach. Let's see. What's happening, man? What's happening? John B. Poetic, what you say, fam? He said, we already know the outcome. Donnie T, what you say, bro? He said on the Boxing Voice podcast. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I didn't check it out. VQ Chris, what you say? He said, come on, y'all, get the likes up. Yeah, once we get it up to 200, I'll open up the phone lines. Marco Antonio, what you say, fam? He said, hit the like or shut it down. Sticky Move, he said, coach, if Tank and Money May have split, could Rolly get a dodgy decision? Nah, hell, man, listen. Tank, I'm gonna be honest with you, my brother. I think Tank stopped that dude. I think he's gonna stop him. Tank, I don't think Tank is gonna let this fight go to distance. I just see fundamentally Rolly Romero do so many things so wrong. He just loads up on shots. He has no defense. He leaves himself open to counters. The footwork and speed that Tank Davis is going to show him when they're fighting is going to cause him problems. I see this being a shit. Remember how what's my name? Lomachenko. Remember how Lomachenko had Nakatani confused in the ring with his footwork, angles, and speed and stuff like that, and how he was spinning them and catching them, like hitting them in angles and stuff. I see this fight being like that. Rolly Romero don't stand a chance, bro. I'm just being honest. Rolly Romero is a C-class fighter. Rolly Romero is a C-class fighter, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Let's be real. You don't see a KO, coach? No, I don't see a KO at all. I don't see a KO at all. I see it going to distance. I don't see a KO at all. And then Ugas is what? Ugas is 35 and Errol Spence is what? 32? They're like 3 years apart, I think. Let me see. How old is Errol Spence? I think he's 32. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh no, let me see. I think he's 32. 72-inch arm reach, 5'10". Yeah, he was born March. Yeah, he's 32 years old. And I think Ugas is 35. He was 32, and I think Ugas is 35. He says Ugas Spence will be a draw and delay any Crawford fight. It doesn't matter what the outcome of the Ugas Spence fight will be. The Crawford fight ain't happening, bro. That shit ain't happening. PBC ain't fucking with that boy. They, the black company don't want to do anything with the black fighter from Omaha, Nebraska. The irony in that. That ain't happening, bro. I did a video on that December the 16th. And my video said Terrence Crawford, because I said, Terrence Crawford, stop chasing Errol Spence. The boy don't want to fight you. Stop chasing him. Because you're looking desperate at this point. In my opinion, Crawford is looking like a fool chasing this same nigga. Leave the man alone. Let the man do what he gonna do. You don't make plenty of money. You worth 8 figures. He making money over there at the PBC. Leave that dude alone, man, and go back to life. Move up or retire. Or fight somebody else. That shit ain't happening. Let's see. Renee, what you say, family? Say, Coach, what do you think Tank does after the Rolly fight? Stay with Mayweather Promotions? He'll probably stay. He'll probably stay with him. I don't see him leaving. I think this is just a big nothing burger to try to promote this fight. I don't see him leaving. They're just a bunch of nothing burger, in my opinion. Them games, what you say, family? He said, I know, I got it. But I really want Ugas to crash the party. Yeah, it ain't happening, man. He says, Mr. 420, he say Rolly looked kind of scared at the face off. Tank was all in his face. Yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of people say that. Yeah. Jaime Rivera, what you say, family? Said Oscar was given the fight against Alex Walsh too. Yeah, back in the day, man, it was certain fighters you just couldn't beat in Vegas. Like you really had to bar a knockout, you can forget it. Julio Cesar Chavez was one. Was one of those fighters that once upon a time, man, shit, you ain't shit. In Vegas, you can forget it. Don King, and we already know how crooked Don King was. Don King and Bob Bram, two cricket motherfuckers. Don King get a lot of flack, you know what I mean, deservedly so. Basically, just pretty much for how he treated his fighters. Like, he'll have a fighter signed to a contract. He'll get 33% as a promotional fee, of course, but then he'll have them sign his son management company. His son took 50% as a manager, which is why they came up with the Ali Act. But there's ways around it now, pretty much how PBC is doing it. They pretty much went around the Ali Act. And so so you get paid, yeah, man. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, man, he made $3, $4, $5 million. He made $10 million that fight, boy. See, working with Don, boy, these fighters making money. They getting paid. Yeah, he made $10 million, but goddamn it, 83% was taken off the top and went to Don and his son. So shit, it ain't what you make, is what you keep. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So you know what I mean? I don't know if Bob Arum had contracts like that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I don't know if Bob had contracts like that, but yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, but Don was the fan. He was the fan, he was the fan-friendly promoter. And this is why a lot of fans love Don King, because Don King was the people's promoter. He gave the people the fights that we wanted to have. And he forced people like Bob Arum, he forced him to help, he forced him to make these fights, make these top of the line star versus star fighters, even cross-promotional fights. You see what I'm saying? Because when you got a person like Don King who have the gifted gab, he knows how to connect with these people because he come from the streets of Cleveland, Ohio. He know how to talk that talk, convince him to come over there to where he's at, and it put a lot of pressure on the old geezer Bob Arum. And both of these motherfuckers still around right now, 90 years old. So I miss Don as it relate to that. He say Texas known for robberies as well as Vegas. Yeah. I miss him that. James Roy, what you say, family? Say, Coach, how did you judge the Esau versus Tank fight? I had it for Esau, or at least they draw. I gave it to Tank 7 rounds to 5, to be honest with you. It could have been, that fight could have been a draw as well. I've never seen Tank Davis on his bicycle that much before in my life. I was so shocked when I saw that fight because I picked Esau Cruz to get knocked out in the 3rd round. I said, man, Tank, and according to what his fans say, Tank is just so much of a superior fighter that there's no way in hell that this guy, who no one has ever heard of, from Mexico, who has slow feet, has a slow jab, is going to beat Tank. He's tailor-made for him. Tank going to catch him with the uppercuts and stuff like that. Bruh, was I wrong? Not only was I wrong about that, James Rod, and then listen, and don't get it twisted. No one was talking about Esau Cruz prior to him fighting Tank. So all these people talking about, yeah, man, you see what Esau did? Y'all wouldn't even talk about no goddamn Esau. Nobody was talking about Esau Cruz because didn't nobody know who the fuck he was. So let's be real. You got a lot of people play Monday morning quarterback. I'm being honest with you up front, saying that, hey, man, I picked Tank to knock this dude out by 3 rounds. Why? Because I saw his last 8 fights. He was slow. He had slow footwork. He had like a crazy rhythm to him, kind of like what he showed against Tank. But bro, the night he fought Tank, man, that man looked like a different fighter. He looked like a different fighter that night. So I have to give and I came back and apologized to Esau Cruz. One, I got to give credit to his trainers. And then check this out, James. When they showed Esau Cruz training, like in the lead up to the fight, the man was looking slow as hell. I said, that shit ain't gonna work against Tank. Man, Esau Cruz was putting them paws on Tank. I ain't never seen Tank be on his bicycle like that ever before in his life. But that man was on that bicycle so goddamn fast. I was like, that's how I knew how good Tank Davis' footwork was. From the way he was backpedaling and giving angles and spinning Cruz. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? He has phenomenal footwork. And the fact that he was doing it against a guy that was shorter than him, I said, damn, in order for him to be doing that, he must have really felt that dude power. So anyways, but yeah, man, Esau got my respect. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. As soon as we get up to 200 likes, I'll open up the phone line. We got over 300 people in the chat, and we have less than 200 likes. So, hey Sneed, what you say, fam? He said, big facts, coach. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro. Esau Cruz made a believe out of me, shit. He said Tank put on a boxing masterclass in Cruz, surviving with one hand and still winning, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, they say he hurt his hand. Welcome to the fight game. He think he hurt his hand in the 6th round. He should have knocked him out before the 6th. So that's my reply to that. Prior to him hurting his hand in the 6th round, for what they say he hurt his hand. That's what they say. But why he knock him out in the 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, or 5th round? He could have knocked him out then, Renee Box Young, what you say, family? I agree, coach. Them games, what you say, bro? He said, I saw a report of him training in a Spanish channel, and then I knew he was going to be a problem for Tank. I didn't see none of that. I didn't see none. I looked at his last 8 fights, and I'm like, I was not impressed with him at all. Guess what? I'm impressed with him now. I got a whole bunch of respect for Esau Cruz, because this is the thing too, guys. Remember, according to Tank Davis's fans, Tank Davis, and according to Leonard Ellaby, he's this superstar type talent. Superstar. He's the biggest star of them all. He has a skill set second to none. And he's fighting a guy, I want you to put this in context, and he's fighting a guy who's no one's never heard of. When they was doing the press conference, virtual press conference leading up to the fight, Leonard was literally smirking and laughing. Esau Cruz is, he's pretty tough, and, Tank gonna have his hands full. And he had a smirk on his face and all that, like, you know what I mean? And he's fighting a guy who's supposed to be one of the best fighters on the planet Earth that's ever put on a pair of gloves. Don't tell me that anybody knew what Esau Cruz was going to do. When you have that type of hyperbole for the fighter who's supposed to be the apex predator in the sport, I ain't trying to hear that. You know, so I'm just being honest with you. He says, Coach, does Isaac Cruz beat Ryan Garcia? Styles make fights. Maybe his style is tailor-made for Ryan Garcia or vice versa. I don't know. I mean, of course, Ryan Garcia is 5'10", and Isaac Cruz is like, what, 4'11"? So you got 4'11" versus 5'10". You know, from that standpoint, you would say Ryan Garcia killed Isaac Cruz. But hey, it is what it is, man. Who knows? Shout out to my brother Reggie Owens in the building. Big Reg, what's happening, man? Reg in the building, man. What's going on, man? He said Cruz is one of the better pressure fighters. Yeah, we know that now. Listen, you know how I know what I'm talking about? Prior to Isaac Cruz fighting Tank Davis, how many videos you saw of any content creator talking about Isaac Cruz? That's one. Two, how many fans of the sport of boxing that you see online was talking about Isaac Cruz prior to anyone even knowing who he is? That'll answer your question. He said in a fight, something is going to get hurt. Yeah. You're going to get hurt. And then after the fight, what did Tank say? He said Tank don't want that rematch. High risk, low payout. Yeah, after the fight, they asked Tank. They say, would you be willing to give him a rematch? Tank exact words was hell no. Hell no. He said hell no. That's what he said. I didn't say it, he said. James Roy, what you say, family? Said me either. It showed Tank got different styles. Yeah, absolutely. Jams, what you say, fam? He said he hurt his hand on Cruz guard throwing that uppercut. Cruz underrated defense. Yep. Yeah, I saw it. I think it was the 6th round. He threw that uppercut and Cruz blocked it with his elbow. Cause he had his hands like, it kind of reminded me how Mike Tyson used to fight when he was with Customato. When he was with Kevin Rooney. When he got rid of Kevin Rooney, he was downhill from here. But he used to fight like that. He used to have them elbows in. Like this. You see what I'm saying? When you try to throw that uppercut, you can turn with it a little bit. It's going to block the elbow. Especially when you're fighting a taller fighter, when they throw the uppercut, the elbows are in tight. You can't be like this. If you like this, uppercut coming right up the middle. That's what Lubin messed up at. That's why he kept getting hit with the uppercut. Because his defense wasn't on point. You got to have that. You got to have them like this. Have them elbows in like this. Tight. When you try to throw the uppercut, you know what I mean? You can, like, he try to throw the uppercut, you can block it like that. Elbows. Turn with it, hit that elbow. And Isaac Cruz defense was on point. And I'm gonna tell you something else about Isaac Cruz that really caught my attention in that fight. He was so poised. He was so calm. There was no, oh my gosh, I'm fighting the great Gervonta Tank Davis. I am 1,000-to-1 underdog. Oh, this guy's so fast. He has such great footwork. I'm out of Mexico, SA. No one knows who I am. You know, I got this one guy over here from New Media Today, USA Boxing. He said that I was slow and Tank is going to knock me out in the 3rd round. This is just too much pressure. Man, that man came in there like it was a regular sparring session. He didn't give a damn. Isaac didn't give a damn, boy. I was like, what in the heezy? So was it either Isaac Cruz was better than we thought he was, or maybe Tank Davis is not as good as we thought he was? It's one of the two. Shout out to the Axiom for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, what do you think of Tank's latest reaction on Twitter about Floyd's comments on the press conference happening at the same time? I didn't see his reaction. He probably deleted the tweet because Tank play peekaboo with Twitter. He'll post something disparaging about Floyd Mayweather, and then immediately he'll delete it. So people have to screenshot what he says. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. What did he say? Let's see. What did he say? Yeah, I didn't know. Let's see. You saying when Floyd, only thing he have is LOL. That's it. Just laugh. Only thing I saw was the laughing emoji. That's all I'm seeing, the laughing emoji. That's it. That's all I'm saying, laughing emoji. About, yeah. That's all I'm saying. Unless you're talking about something else. I don't know. I mean, say Tank is playing games with people. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. You know what I mean? Let's see. He said 380 in the chat. Let's get the likes up to 300. Let's see. We got 330 people in the chat, and we still got less than 200 likes. Once we get to over 200 likes, I'll open up the phone lines. He said it's like they told Cruz, just go out there and spar. Yeah. Not only that, his poise is what, bro, like normally when you have people that's, and listen, the Tank even pushed Esau Cruz at the press conference. He wasn't rattled, none of that stuff. He like, man, I'm finna come in here and put this pause on this boy, man. And he wasn't rattled or none of that shit. I saw Tank flinching, like when Esau Cruz came up and right when he, bro, let me tell you something, right when he threw his punches and was catching Tank, I saw Tank flinching, and I'm like, God damn, I'm like, this dude, bro, you don't understand how, I'm like, what the hell? Tank was clearly the more superior boxer from a footwork standpoint and stuff like that, but I'm like, this can't be the same dude, bro. I didn't even know who that dude was, bro. I'm looking at him. I know it's the same guy, but I'm like, this can't be the same guy, bro. I was, man, shit, motherfucker made a believe out of me, bro. You a damn so made a believe out of me, bro. Cool Boy Curl, what you say, family? Say, Coach, I have a feeling that fighters are gonna start ducking Fundora. Yeah, more than likely. KD, what you say, family? Say, Coach, Esau was a bit laid back. He was very cautious of Tank. Check Cruz versus Magdaleno. He just plows through that dude straight from the bell. I wouldn't Tank. No, he say Esau was defensively sound. He was defensively sound, and Tank was very cautious of Esau. That's why he got on his bicycle. He was defensively sound. He wasn't coming in there like, not with no defense. He wasn't coming in there with no defense. He was defensively sound. You see what I'm saying? He said, I don't understand a lot of what Tank's posts. Sometimes he just posts on a word or a phrase or have no clue. Yeah. That's a lot of that. That's a lot of that going on Twitter. Hey, Renee, that's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. A lot of that going on Twitter, man. Be on Twitter, yeah, boy, goddamn it, boy, I don't like that, boy. There go Renee right there, yeah, all caps, nigga, what's up, what's happening, huh? Check left foot, okay, spacebar, okay, hit over here right, okay, hit all caps, over here right, yeah, there's a lot of that going on Twitter. You can't really look more into what's going on a person's Twitter account because it can mean many different things, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. He says on Lubin's chin though. He said, I don't know if Fundora is going to be ducked because he's hella vulnerable. Oh yes, he's very vulnerable. He's very vulnerable, and you can't bang it out with everybody. When he fought Lubin, he fought a guy who just basically had no defense, stood right in front of him, and that was rock'em sock'em boxing. You hit me, I hit you. You hit me 3 times, I hit you 1 time. You hit me 5 times, I hit you 2 times. Hit me with the same uppercut. Let me show you how strong my chin is. And he ended up getting his jaw broke, nose broke, eye broke, head broke, all that stuff there. No defense, no pivots, no angles, no slipping punches, none of that. It was just bam, 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 bam. That's all it was. Uppercut right up the middle. You guard like this here. Uppercut coming right up here. Listen, I forgot which round it was. I want to say it was the 9th round, right when they stopped the fight, when they waved the fight off. I think he got hit with like 6 uppercuts in a row. 6 uppercuts. He just kept getting hit with the same goddamn punch. So I gotta call that the way I saw that. That was toe to toe, blow for blow, rock'em sock'em. Nobody showed any defense. We just go trade punches and see who can last. That's what it was. He said things change when you feel the opponent's power. You know what I mean? But as a boxer, you should not. Like perfect example. Tony Harris fought the same style type of fighter in Sergio Garcia. Outcome was totally different. Tony Harris was working angles. He was keeping that jab in his face. Every time that Sergio was trying to press him on the ropes, Tony Harris spit off the ropes because he had the superior footwork. Lubin has to work on his footwork. He has no footwork, and he doesn't know how to handle pressure fighters, and he's not defensively sound. Anytime you see a fighter on a consistent basis from the first round to the 9th round, consistently block punches with his face, and it's not like the speed was so the punches was coming so fast and you didn't see him coming, it was like, no, you this guy just not defensively sound. Whatever his game plan was to win that fight, it clearly didn't work. And so he paid for it. And that's not taking anything away from taking anything away from Fundora. That's just the facts. I looked at the fight twice, and I'm like, damn, why this dude ain't slipping that? Why he not giving him angles? Why is he willfully on the ropes and just sitting there and not even spinning off the ropes? Why he not giving angles? Why is he trying to fight this guy close, trading punches with him? So, stylistically, the bigger, stronger fighter is going to win every goddamn time. He said, what do you make of the loaded glove conspiracy floating around about Fundora? Nothing. I don't think nothing about it. And put a receipt on it. Who started the floating glove conspiracy? And I just say just question the source from which it comes from. You know what I mean? But I don't think nothing about it. I don't think nothing of it. He said, y'all do know that Cruz is training the fight tank for the past few years. He basically trained for years to not get knocked out. You're the only person I ever heard say that, sir. Do you have any receipts on that? You're the first person I ever heard say that. And I saw that fight twice. Cruz wasn't running. Esau Cruz wasn't running. So when you say he was training not to get knocked out, he wasn't running. He was coming forward the entire fight. Now, if you talking about Emmanuel Tago who fought Ryan Garcia, he ran the whole goddamn fight after he felt Ryan Garcia's power. He ran. Cruz was not running. So I told her to disagree that he was training not to get knocked out. How do you train not to get knocked out and you coming forward the entire fight? And the guy that's the A side, the guy that's supposed to be the best fighter on the planet, supposed to be the knockout artist, and the highly favorite skill guy, he was on his bicycle. And the guy who didn't nobody know, he was coming forward the whole goddamn night, literally. So you have to explain that to me. OTB boxing, he said, that's a draining fight style, coach. Yeah, man, bro, you gotta have defense, bro. You gotta have defense, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We got over 300 people in here. We got less than 200 likes. So once we get the likes up, it'll be what it is. He say, coach, you seen the new glove gate? No, I haven't seen it. I'm not interested in it. I've been there, done that before. I heard glove gate with Wilder, water bottle gate, baby mama gate, twerk gate, referee gate, WBC commission gate, VADA gate. I done heard all of the gates, dog. And from the last stuff I went through, all the allegations that was made was lies, never been proven, came from young Pharaoh, who's not even in the black conscious community anymore. He on some weird stuff right now. It got to question the source from which it comes from. When it comes from a group of people who are known to be liars on the internet, you gotta just, it is what it is. Have we seen anything proof or tangible yet? No. And like I said last year, you're gonna have to explain, and I bodied that already. You're gonna have to explain to me, I'm not even gonna relitigate that shit. It's not even worth relitigating. So, unless you can show me something tangible, I can't go off rumors, what I believe, what I think, in your windows, I heard, possibility, this is what I know. Can you show the receipts? No, I ain't really got no receipts, but this is what it is. I'm like, I ain't. I ain't. You know what I mean? He say facts. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's just ridiculous at this point. I can't. Yeah, I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. I done been down that road already last year. I bodied that, and this is just even more easier to body. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So he said, just crazy to me to think it's being pushed. I had a back and forth what they do about how it's BS. You ain't got to have a back and forth. I mean, it's coming from the same side who created the original glove gate. So the guy who created the glove gate was young Pharaoh, a guy who was a part of the conscious community, with Sinetta TV and, Brother Polite and the Army Rod Squad. He was the guy that started it, and the flunkies jumped on it and ran with it. And they went to making, I'm talking about the flunky content creators, they went to making all kind of videos. Bro, I got so many receipts on that while I bodied it, showed just tangible stuff. And so it is what it is. I don't even want to talk about that shit anymore, to be honest with you. But it's a shame if they're talking about that right now. It's a shame if they're talking about that right now. Shout out to Shout out to my brother Reggie Owens. He said, I knew young Pharaoh was off mentally. Yeah. You know, I used to be a part of that conscious community shit. You know, I know, man. Armin Raw Squad, you know, Unc, Sarah Suit and Seti out of Detroit. You know, just all that shit, man. The Dagger Squad with Brother Garfield. You know, the Hebrew Israelites, you know, because I was in that shit. I was in the nation. So a lot of that stuff is spin-offs of that and, you know, stuff like that. Different thought scholars and stuff like that. A lot of that shit is pseudo, though. A lot of it is pseudo. You know, it is what it is. But that shit seeped right into boxing. And that's what you have right now today. That's what you have right now today. He said, you must have seen a lot of ton of liars from your time in the conscious community. Giovanni, what you say, fam? He said they can't accept when they fight or loses, regardless of race. The man that won was a better man that night in boxing. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain to me. You're gonna have to explain to me, how does a guy consistently get hit? Like, how you're gonna have to explain to me, how do you ignore the fact that this guy, Erickson Lubin, brother from Florida, from Orlando, and Sebastian Fundora, brother from Florida, he's from West Palm Beach. How does one guy fight another guy, and the smaller guy refuses to block punches with his shoulders or pick them off with his hands, forearms, refuses to use any footwork? Consistently throughout the fight, made a decision to block punches with his chin, with his jaw, with his eyes, with his nose, with his forehead. I don't give a damn who it is. If you're fighting someone, and this is pretty much a one-sided beatdown to where stylistically, the way you are fighting me, you are allowing me to do whatever it is that I want to do to you without any resistance. How can you ignore those factors? That's all I'm saying. How can you ignore those factors? How can you know those factors? So that's all I'm saying. How can you ignore those factors? How? I don't know how. How many likes we got? Yeah, we still ain't got enough likes. We almost at 200, but we ain't there yet. But hey man, to each his own. To each his own. He say, just refuses. No coach, no defense tonight. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm just, you know. It is what it is. Like you're gonna have to at least what you said. I remember all those debates went on Sinetta TV. Yeah, Sinetta. Yeah, remember Sinetta and Brother Polite, and yeah, you know, just a lot of pseudo shit. I mean, I get it. I know the game. I get it. I understand. But you know, the shit, it has no place in boxing. It has no place in boxing. You know what I mean? So I bought this shit because I know the playbooks. The content creators who try to push that shit, they're not even smart enough. They don't even have the knowledge to even try to articulate their points. Because I can systematically body any of those guys who come with that bullshit. Because I got all the books that they're going to come with. I know they're going to come with John Henry Clark. Well, they probably going to come with John Henry Clark. But they're going to come with what the brother, Neely Fuller. Neely Fuller was born in 1929. They're going to come with Neely Fuller. And they're going to come with Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. That's where they primarily going to come out of those two books. And I'm going to buy theirs. I'm going to bear them with their own books. But it's boxing. I ain't here to talk about that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't here to talk about that shit. Let's see. I'm only talking about Fury's left hand. Oh, okay. Let's see. Phone lines, is that open yet? We still ain't got enough likes, so. West Side, what you say, fam? He said, would love to see Fundora versus Danny Garcia. And Danny moves up soon. Yeah, man, Danny Garcia, is he still boxing? I didn't know. I thought he had retired. Shit, you know, Danny Garcia, shit. I got some Fundora beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's, you know, he's not active enough. He said, who was the biggest waste of talent, in your opinion, since you've been watching boxing? Damn, that's a good question, bro. Biggest waste of talent? Shadow comeback. Damn, that's a good question, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I got to sit back and really, really think about that. I don't know. I don't know who's the biggest waste of talent. I don't know. Phone lines is open. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. We got the likes at 110 minute, 100 or an hour and 10-minute mark. 530-494-9636. Anybody want to talk? Call in. No, I won't say Broner. I won't say Broner. Broner is one of them though, but I wouldn't say Broner. It was somebody that, because Broner was like a 3-4 division champion, so I won't say Broner. I had to think about that. I had to think about that. Shout out to Marco.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, great community. Thank you, Coach. No conspiracy, please. Yeah, no, I don't do the conspiracy shit. I'm not with the conspiracy stuff. Do you have anything tangible you can show me? If the answer is no, I don't even want to hear it. Be honest with you. I don't even want to hear it. He said because he was getting paid by the hits he was taking. That was back end money. Say that was back end money. That was back end money. Colbert and Prince Nassim. No, I had to sit back and really look at that. You know what I mean? Like what fighters that this brother here say Andrade. Well, Andrade is an undefeated champion. So he was an undefeated champion. He's still undefeated, but I can't really say that. It had to be someone that was expected to do so much in the sport, and they just failed miserably. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I have to think about that. That's something that I really have to think about. I have to really methodically look at it and say, okay, look at different errors. We won't have to go all the way back, but I have to look at probably like the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and even up until now, from like 2010 on up to the fighters that's still boxing now, and just really look at it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say Mike Tyson was the biggest waste of talent. Drug use in jail robbed him of some of his greatness in his prime. I could be a Buche is a close second to me. Yeah, Mike, with me, Smith and West, Mike Tyson, he was in his prime for 3 years. When he was boxing with Kevin Rooney, he was in his prime. We talking about 85 to 88. Once he fired Kevin Rooney because he hooked up with Don King, and Don King went to talking all that black shit to him, and Don King did some good things for him, helping him structure his money and stuff like that, so Robin Givens couldn't take all of his money. So Don did a good thing, but he did a good thing with the intentions of him getting the money. You see what I'm saying? So it's like what Don King did when he hooked up with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was even living with Don King at one point. What he did was he taught the black stuff to him, which that works pretty much with any black man in America who's grew up in a fatherless home. Most black men grew up in a fatherless home right now today. 77% of all black families are led, children are being raised by the fatherless, without their father being in their lives. So he was able to manipulate that situation. What Don King did was, it was busy traffic. It was an old lady. She had a purse with some money in it. And Don came up to the old lady and say, look here, miss, let me walk you across the street. He helped the old lady across the street, just so when he got across the street, he hit her in the head and took her purse from her. So that's what Don did as related to Tyson. And Tyson, he was a grown-ass man, and I felt some type of way about it at the time, but now I don't feel no way about it. I'm like, well, he was a grown-ass man. If you allow someone to take advantage of you and you was uneducated and they manipulated the situation in order to take advantage of you, then guess what? You got what you was looking for. Simple as that. Mike Tyson even did an audit of his books about what the dude named Jacobs after Custom Auto died, and the guys who was handling him at the time, I forgot, Jim Jacobs. I think it was Jim Jacobs. And then Jim Jacobs passed away of cancer. And just to see if they was stealing from him. Come to find out, the results of the audit showed not only was Jim Jacobs and them, they did not steal from Mike Tyson, but they paid him like $300,000-$400,000 more than what he was supposed to get paid. Something of that sort. This is documented. I have the book over there. With the actual information. You see what I'm saying? So, but hey, man, it is what it is. 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 Let's see. Little Green Eyed Speech, she say one of the best memories of my lifetime. Okay. All right. KOs for life. He say Riddick Bowe is up there with the biggest waste of talent. Big Daddy Bowe, you think so? You think so? Alonzo Amazing, he says, remember when Floyd made fun of Victor Ortiz for not having a father, told him to shut up, black kids raises themselves all the time? I don't remember that. I don't remember that, brother. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Coach? This is Renee, bro. How you doing?
Renee, what the link read, fam? Talk to me.
What's good, man? What's good? Hey, I kind of wanted to, I know everybody's talking about, Fundora and Lubin, which is a war, which everybody knows, right?
Yeah.
Amazing fight,
Yes,
action-packed. It just seems like, I think, Tony Harrison, man, I think that was a very interesting performance, a very, high IQ, that high IQ Tony Harrison that we all know, right? Originally, right? Before getting, KO'd by Charlo, yada, 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 right? But, we also know that he had that layoff, came back sometime afterward, had some personal issues, rest in peace to his dad.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of people, definitely. I think a lot of people kind of ignore. And it's interesting because remember, Coach, like in the lead up in the press conference to this whole fight, right? Against Sergio, what was it? Garcia, right? Arias was, seems like they got beef, Tony Harrison versus, and Arias. And remember, Tony Harrison gets off the stage and goes towards Arias. Arias is the guy who fought Jarrett Hurst some time ago.
Yeah.
I think Harrison, man, I think Harrison is definitely worth talking about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't really talking about him. I think he's really, his performance last Saturday was amazing, and I think I'm really intrigued on what's next for him. Like, what do you got on that, Coach?
Man, Tony Harrison performance, man, was a masterpiece. I was yelling at the TV because the 10th round he got hurt. He started gas. He gassed out in the 9th round. I said, oh shit, he getting tired. And then when the 10th round came, Garcia was really putting the pressure on, and he hurt Harris. And I was like, oh my God, he blowing the money. Harrison finna fold because he's known for fading late in the fights. But thank God he ended up making it out of that. But if you want to see how to handle a pressure fighter, watch that Tony Harrison versus Sergio Garcia fight. He put on the way he was setting traps, the way he was giving angles, the way he was feigning with the jab, and then when he shot the jab, he shot it with conviction. The way when Garcia was coming towards him and tried to get him on the ropes, the way he countered and spin off the ropes. You see what I'm saying? And got out of the way and took it back to the center of the ring. And Garcia was literally just chasing him all night, doing the exact same thing over and over. That's how you handle a pressure fighter. And Lubin could have learned a lot from that. But Lubin did the total opposite of that. And but not to bring Lubin up, but Tony Harrison put on a masterful performance. And you're right. That should be talked about a whole lot more, but no one is really talking about it. I totally agree.
That's big facts, man. And I'm really interested to see, because they got a little beef going on between, Harrison and Arias. All at the same time, on the same note, we all know that they're all at 154. So I know a lot of people talking about also, like, considering at least Harrison versus Fundora next. But I personally want to see, because remember, Arias, man, he put that work on Hurd. That would be a beautiful fight, Harrison versus Arias. A lot of people aren't even talking about that either. And they got some beef going on to the degree of Harrison went off the stage and ran at Arias. That would be a beautiful fight next.
Yeah, I saw that. But it depends on what Al Heyman wants to do. I think all of those guys are PBC fighters. So, Harrison has a plethora of options, and those other guys, PBC, they have a plethora of options, so they can pick and choose who they want to fight on that side of the street. You know what I mean? So those fights, we'll see what Al Heyman decides to do as it relates to who these guys fight next or not. So we'll see.
Also, at the same note, you know what I'm saying, I really didn't pay attention to the card, the Ugas and Spence card. But it looks like a nice card, man. You got some nice fights going on, Saturday night. Yeah. Are you gonna pay attention to the fights before the main event?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good fight.
And just real quick, man, before I go, you're dead on, man. I agree a lot, in that sense that with Spence and Ugas, a lot of people also. They're kind of leaning towards, Spence, giving it a one-sided fight performance. But I think, man, I don't know, I just think that Ugas, he got the defense. He can rock on the inside, very smart defense. His arms up, his high guard. He's pretty smart in there, man. I think he's going to counter Spence quite a bit on the inside. I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm not sure there's going to be a knockout in this. A lot of people are saying that Spence is going to knock out Ugas, but I'm not so sure of that, man.
No, I don't know. I think it's going to go 12 rounds. I totally agree with you. Ugas is a damn good fighter on the inside. He's going to counter. His coach, Salas, is very good at putting together game plans. I favor his coaching over Derrick James, to be honest with you. And this is no shade on Derrick James. It's just that, I've seen, a lot of his fights, when he has a fighter, his fighter's always favored. So I've seen Ugas' trainer take fighters that were not favored, put together game plans to beat the guys who are favored. But I think it's going to be a 12-round fight. I just feel that you're not going to beat that guy in his own backyard. And he's from Dallas, Texas, and you're fighting him in Dallas, Texas, and you have to, and he's the A side, you're the B side. I just don't see him winning outside of a knockout. I don't see it. I don't care how good he does.
Yeah, I can't.
He can listen. He can, and this is my opinion. He can hit Errol Spence 150 times each round, and it's going. And the worst come to shove, it's going to be a draw. But I don't see it happen. I just don't see it.
Wow. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Saturday. But hey, thanks so much, Coach. I don't want to take too much of your time. Keep doing your thing, man. Thank you so much. I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to Renee, man. Salute to Renee. Shout out to Devon Webster. Talk to me, fam.
Hey,
For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Andre Darrell for me is the biggest underachiever. Andre Darrell, Andre. I mean, bro, I have to sit down and just write it down because it's so many people that got so much hype over the years. And when you look at the hype they received versus their accolades in the ring, it left a lot of stuff that's wanting. So, man, I would just literally have to just look at it, bro. Because if you just do a list, Devon, just look at the 80s, look at the 90s, look at the 2000s, look at I say 2000, I mean like from 2000 to 2010, and then from 2010 all the way up to now, bro. Like you'll probably, man, you'll have if you just take a paper in the pad, you'll have a whole bunch of goddamn names on there. I promise you'll have a whole bunch of goddamn names on there if you just sit down and just think about it. He say name another fighter that was in their prime and pound for pound and died, not named Salvador Sanchez. That's the biggest waste tragedy we got robbed to see. Salvador Sanchez had like 40-something fights, though. You know what I mean? So he's one of the greats. He died in the car accident. I think he was like 24 years old, something like that. I think he died in 1983, if I'm not mistaken. Damian Bennett, what you say, fam? He say hell of an adjustment, adjustment from round one. Yeah, from a rough first round. Yeah, you talking about Tony Harris? Yeah, absolutely. He said, I remember when Floyd did that stuff to Ortiz about his father. That was a low blow because Floyd wanted to monopolize the sad story. Okay, yeah. And Floyd Mayweather's the opportunist, bro. He's the opportunist. You know what I mean? So he's the opportunist. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. To be honest with you, because I remember they was jarring back and forth. I didn't remember that. If he said that about Ortiz's father, I didn't remember that. But if he said that, that was something else. That was something else, But hey, man, but Floyd was never known for class. He say, bro, Joshua's effing fighting southpaw now on the ground. Wow. Carl Hansen, he said, great news, brother. He said, that's awesome news. Elaine is back to herself, giving her dad grief all the time now. Okay, cool. She's back to herself. That's great, man. That's great. He said, well, damn, Coach, Derrick James is trainer of the year. Yeah, he's trainer of the year, but he's trainer of the year for what he did with two fighters. I'm not knocking Derrick James. Let me repeat. Coach Malachi Williams is not knocking Derrick James. I'm just saying he had two fighters that's very talented, and they always was favored to win the fights and stuff like that. Not saying he's not a great trainer. I'm saying, I'm looking at the other guy. He's taking fighters that were underdogs, massive underdogs in fights, and they pulled off the upsets. I would have to see Derrick James, and then who wins trainer of the year? That's up to the boxing. Whoever makes those decisions. I'm just saying, for me, this is not a knock on Derrick James. This is not saying that Derrick James is not a good fighter. This is not saying that he's not all that in the bag of chips. I'm just saying, for me, that's how I see it. You know what I mean? So, What we got in here? Dr. Paul, let's see. He says, let's get these likes up, matching the viewership, please. What we got over 300 likes? We got over 300 views in it? Yeah, we got over 300, less than 300 likes. Let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get those likes up. He said, what you say? You say, hey, he said, hey, coach, what you said, can I insert Devin Haney's dance scene? Yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. He say, Coach, do you even believe the best Ugas could beat the best Errol Spence? What is the best Ugas though? Like, what would you consider the best Ugas, and what is the best Errol Spence? Like, what would you consider the best Errol Spence? Like when he fought, name a fighter, and then name a performance that Ugas fought. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? Jawan says Smith and West, both of them unified the divisions though. Yeah, they unified the divisions. Yeah. Good fighters. Unified the divisions. Yeah, that's good. Shadow Comeback, what'd you say, fam? He say thoughts on Spinks brothers. How they doing it in today's era? Spinks. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard. I don't like comparing errors. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, Michael and Leon Spinks. I don't like comparing errors, bro, because that shit just go everywhere. You see what I'm saying? I don't like really comparing the errors, but I don't know. I don't know because these group of fighters is very different. It's just a different mindset and mentality. You know what I mean? It's very few fighters have that these new age fighters. This is kind of hard with me. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Ant, Philly.
What's your name is?
Yeah. Ant, A-N-T. Ant.
Okay, Ant from Philly. Talk to me, fam. What you want to talk about?
Nah, just real quick, bro. I don't know if you saw the press conference with Spencer Ugas on Fight Hub. Yo, that nigga, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It look like that nigga Ugas low-key sleeping on Spence. Cause Pete, if you go to 44 minutes, right? He said some little slick shit and started laughing. He said something like, what the fuck this nigga say? He was like, oh, I'm getting the best Spence. I know I'm getting the best Spence. Like he got all he got was surgery in his eye, and he started laughing. And then Brian Custer started laughing too. Like you got to pick up on it. You got to peep it. Like he was trying not to laugh when he said this shit. Like surgery in his eye, that ain't shit. So I don't know. I still got I do feel like if Spence is 100% though, like if he's 100%, I can't see Ugas beating him. But if he's not, I don't know. Ugas might take it. But I just thought that was funny that he really sleeping on him. I really feel like he's sleeping on him low key, or at least he was at that point in time. I don't know if he is now, but at that press conference, he was trying to play him.
Yeah,
like you gotta go back and peep that.
Yeah,
shit. You gotta go back. It's at 44 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out because I'm getting like you saying that Ugas is sleeping on Spence. I'm getting the total opposite. I'm getting that Spence is sleeping on pretty much Ugas, especially his fan base. His fan base is like, his fan base is looking at it like, man, Ugas is just there. He's food. There's no way he can stand a chance of winning this fight. And you know how Errol Spence fan base is. So I'm getting the total opposite. I'm getting the opposite of Ugas is, they looking over him. So from what I'm saying, but I will check that out though. And you say it's at the 44-minute mark?
44-minute mark on the Fight Hub, John. On the Fight Hub one.
All right, I'll check it out.
And what you said about, yeah, no doubt, check it out. And Spence too, yeah, I saw his last little interview. He looked like he was like, Ugas seen all that or whatever. So I feel you. But I ain't gonna take up all your time. I know you got other callers and all that. But
Yes.
yeah, check that out. Fight her, 44 minutes.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna check it out, bro. Hey, thank you so much for letting me know, man. Shout out to Ed from Philly, man. Philly in the building. Philly in the building. He said the PEDs are better in today's boxing. Yeah, and you know what, man, it's just so much shit going on, man. But one thing about the sport of boxing, the politics is still the same. The politics is still the same. Nothing has changed. And then for the most part, yeah, nothing has really changed. I mean, in the sport of boxing, from a politics standpoint, it's the same. It's the same stuff that was going on back then. It's just that different era. But nothing has changed. Nothing's going to change boxing. To be honest, Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
San Antonio, Texas.
What's your name?
Chapo.
Chapo, talk to me. What you want to talk about?
I just asked you that question earlier about the best Ugas versus the best Spence.
Mm-hmm.
And to clarify, I meant like not me. I was asking you the question, like whatever you think is the best Ugas, whatever you think is the best Spence, because that's kind of, you know, subjective. Because I could be like, this is the best him banging it out. This is the best him, you know, boxing it out. So whatever you think, you know, do you think he could beat him? Not has a chance, because he definitely has a chance. But
I would say if I had to pick the best Spence, I would say when he fought Kell Brook. For me, when he fought Kell Brook, that was the best Spence to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, going against all odds, going into another man's country backyard. He was hungry.
Yeah.
The determination, the grit, the will that he fought with. He you know, he was going to push backwards in the Kell Brook fight. He was pushing forward in the Kell Brook fight. He stuck to the game plan. He was like really, really, really hungry. That Spence, in my opinion, and I don't even know when. Damn, what was a Ugas like standout performance?
I really like that Porter fight. They fucked him over bad.
Yeah, he got robbed that fight. He got bro that
was a nice fight.
Man, that knockdown, bro. Like that knockdown was so
that
clean,
was like,
and he lost to a split decision.
I don't know how he didn't see that.
Yeah, they lost to a split decision. So but that Spence who fought Kell Brook, he beats Ugas. I think he'll beat any version of Ugas. But I will say this. It would depend on what type of game plan his coach can come up with. Because we know what Spence is going to do. You know what I mean? He's going to do the fundamentals. He's like the Tim Duncan of boxing. He's going to do the fundamental stuff. You know, we know what he's going to do. But do
you think that matters that much at his level against this opposition?
Which you mean when
like, because I don't think this is going to be a chess match as much as like say versus. I think his game plan would matter way more. Well, his corner would matter way more versus Chance Crawford, because that's way more of a chess match versus this. Like, does the coach really matter with Tom Brady as much unless he's going against somebody maybe like Aaron Rodgers? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's different though, because you're talking about football. You compare football to basketball. I mean, put football to boxing.
Yeah, but some people, a lot of these boxers train themselves also.
Yeah, but I don't know. But what I'm saying is the track record of that particular coach. I'm looking at his track record.
Mm-hmm.
His track record of taking fighters who were massive underdogs in fights, and they end up pulling off upsets. That's what I'm looking at. I'm solely looking at that. I'm not saying that he's better because of his race or he's better because he's from a certain country. I'm saying I'm looking at he has a track record.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He has a track record of taking fighters who are massive underdogs, putting together game plans that fighters stick to, and they end up pulling off the upsets that no one even saw coming. That's what I mean by that. That's what I mean by that. So
what's his name again? His trainer's name?
His name is Salas. I keep forgetting his first name. Oh God, check him out. Though. Check him out. He's been around a minute, man. He's a good trainer. He's a damn good trainer, man. You know, now will that be enough? Will that be enough for Ugas to beat Spence? You know, I am of the opinion that Spence is going to win in a unanimous decision in his own backyard, irregardless of how well Ugas performs. That just I don't see him winning that fight. Fighting a man in his backyard, I don't see that happening. And the only way he can win that fight is
that concern you about?
Huh?
Spence? Is
No.
there anything that concern you about Spence, like after the injuries and shit?
No. Spence is 100%. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with his eye. Nothing wrong with the car accident. He is 100%. He's the way he was prior to the car accident. There's nothing concern me about him. He's gonna be ready. He good. Nothing concern me about him. Nothing concern me about him.
Mm.
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. You know what I mean? So.
And one last question about this is kind of off, but about Boo Boo. Where do you see where his career is going? You think it's just gonna be another could have been, should have been, would have been, or
pretty much. He just another would have been, could have been.
Damn.
He can't get the fights. Whatever. You got people. They feel some type of way about Andrade, whether they like him, don't like him. Fact of the matter is it is what it is, man. And throughout boxing, you just have some fighters that, hey, man, he's not the first fighter that went through that. It's just some fighters they just can't get they couldn't get those big fights for whatever the reason may be. Some fighters will go through that. So that's Andrade. So it is what it is, man. We just in a different era right now. It is what it is.
That's like, yeah, cause I'm about to say I ain't got to see it too much because I'm only 24. I know you probably done seen it a bunch of times. So damn, this is gonna suck seeing this shit. I thought it was gonna happen to Devin. Good thing he got his fight.
Mm. Yeah, for sure, man. So, hey, but Chapo, shout out to you, man, for calling. You called from San Antonio, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chapo from San Antonio, man. Salute to you, fam.
Chavo.
Yes. Oh, Chavo, that fam, Chavo. Shout out to Chavo. Yeah, man. But yeah, bro, like again, I don't I have to go back and to the question that you guys asked me earlier about the fighters who have been underachievers. I just really got to go back and dissect it. You know what I mean? Because, bro, I could think of probably maybe I can't think of none off the fly because let me just go back and really get a good answer for you guys. Because I could probably think about maybe a good 10 fighters that just, man, god damn. You see what I'm saying? Smith and West, he said that's the one good thing headgear will protect you against. Smith and West, what you say, bro? You say I'm still questioning that I believe it when I see him in the ring sparring. Sparring is one thing. Taking a direct punch to that surgically repaired eye is another. I mean, I thought, hey, man, they say he good. His fans say he good. He 100%. They say he back to King Kong, big fish status. So that's what I'm running with. That's what I'm running with. He broke the other orbital bone. If you discredit that Kell Brook, what does Crawford get for stopping him? Don't play that game. I don't know who you're talking about. You must be talking to somebody else. What he say? He said it was just a matter of time before MTK Global and Problem sank. I'm not even. Oh, shout out to Money Brown, man. Shout out to my brother Money Brown. I ain't shit. You know me, man. I care nothing about promotional companies, management companies, none of that. As long as I see the fighters get in the ring and we get the fights that we want, that's all I care about. All that other stuff that's above my pay grade, I care nothing about. MTK Global, PBC, Top Rank, Matchroom, Probellum, Thriller, Hoghead Cheese. Don't matter to me. Hey, man, are we going to get these good fights this weekend? Okay, what about the next weekend? Okay, can we get those matchups? That's all I care about. You feel me, bro? That's all I care about. Shit, I ain't interested in none of that shit. He said it's going to be interesting for sure. It's a good fight card. You know what, though? I'm going to tell you what fight I am looking to see in this weekend. I want to see Pitbull Cruz again, bro. For some reason, I just want to see him again. Because, I disrespected him so much last year. Didn't give him a chance. Thought he was going to get knocked out in the third round. Only to have to come back the next day on the show. And was like, God damn, this little motherfucker better than I thought he was. You know what I mean? And I saw the concerned look on Leonard and Floyd them face and Tank them face at the end of the fight before the carbs was read. And I'm like, man, I gotta watch this dude again. I'm anxious to see Pitbull Cruz. He said, I'm trying to see Alicia Baumgartner knock out Matisse. No, you're talking about Alicia is, you know what? I think what the girl, hold on. Hey, Smith and West. Hold on, what the girl name who? She been talking a whole lot of trash too about Alicia. But I don't like, boy, I want Alicia to put them paws on this girl here, man. She been talking real sleek, boy. What's her name? Michaela Meyer. Man, bro, Michaela, listen. I think Michaela Meyer, man. I want to see, man, Alicia, man, put them paws on her real bad. Man, I want to see, man, Alicia put them paws on Michaela. But I hope they can make that fight happen. I know Michaela, she's with Top Rank. So I hope they can get that fight to happen, bro. Man, she been mad. Man, she been mad. Shit. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. Bro, she been, man. Bro, I'm going to tell you something, bro. Man, I've been wanting, man. Bro, I want paws put on her so bad. Y'all have no idea. I want paws put on her so bad, man. You just don't know, bro. I hope that fight happen, bro. Cause she, you know, I follow both of them on social media. So she been stalking Michaela, talking trash about her. You know, not Michaela, but she been stalking Alicia and all that stuff. Talking, saying she garbage, she trash. If I get in the ring, I'm gonna do this and that. I just want to see that fight. I want to see that fight bad. Hey, Sneed, what you say, fam? He said, how about the Conor Ben fight, coach? Man, let's look at what we got this weekend. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be as honest with you as I possibly can be. This is what we got. I'm gonna be as honest with you as I possibly can be, bro. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna be as honest with you as I possibly can be. I think, hold on, let me blow it up because I want you guys to see what we have. I want you guys to see exactly what we have. Let me go ahead and move this out the way. This is the schedule. I'm gonna show you guys the schedule. Hold on. Got a call coming in. Hold on. Got a call calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what up? It's Giovanni from Sacramento.
Giovanni from Cali. You from Sacktown, right?
Yeah.
Giovanni from Sacktown. Your phone breaking up, man. I can barely hear you, but let's see, can we get through it? Talk to me, fam. What you want to talk about?
Am I coming in a little better now?
Nah, it's still sound in and out.
Damn. I'm gonna have to call you back in a little bit.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
All right. I mean, look, I just wanted to touch real quick on the little accusations. This shit is crazy to me because
what accusations?
You know, like the whole Fandora stuff. You know what I mean, both of the little accusations going around, right? Because I remember they were talking about, well, you know, he didn't take off his gloves, and it's funny because I don't know why Ryan didn't take off his gloves.
When you say they, who is they? I want to be more specific about who put out the allegations. Who is they?
From where I heard it from was, well, at least where I heard it starting from was the barbershop conversation.
Fred.
As far as yes, because as far as like other communities here on YouTube too, like, you know, they're kind of like, we can't support it too much yet. You know, yet, that was the key word, yet, right? But you know, but the thing is, Ryan Garcia, you know, obviously he didn't do nothing crazy that night, and he didn't take off his gloves that night. I don't know why, if that was his niece or whoever that little girl was that he was hugging, holding at the end of the fight, he was holding her with the gloves on. Like, I don't understand why they didn't take off his gloves. And, you know, nobody's saying nothing about that, you know, because they're saying, well, Fandora didn't take off his gloves, so they must have been, you know, loaded. And aside from that, too, you know, as far as the drug accusations, the WBC actually gave, like, an official statement saying that, you know, well, I mean, as far as, you know, what's dude's name? I'm forgetting his name. The guy who runs WBC.
I'm talking about Mauricio Suleiman.
Yeah, Suleiman. He gave an actual statement saying that there was no drug testing done before, but that people have to realize that any drug testing that's done before a fight is because it's paid for either by the promoter or the fighters themselves. It said, but right after the fight, they were both drug tested, but neither one of them were drug tested before, but both were drug tested after. And that's just the way the procedure works. The only way that they drug test before is if the promoter specifically asked for it or a fighter asked for it. So, you know, and he said that, you know, they both came out clean, whatever. And So I don't know. I just think it's a whole lot of, you already know how that goes. They just don't want to give him his due respect, and it is what it is. But hey, today, as far as Ugas and Spence go, today I didn't know this before, but I just found out today that Ugas beat Crawford twice during the amateurs, and I know pros go a lot different than amateur and whatnot.
Yeah,
but it just
true.
makes me think if Spence could get past, if Ugas can get past Spence, like, you know what I mean? I wonder if it's just going to replay itself in the pros, because obviously after this, the next move will be Crawford. But I don't know. That'd be interesting to see because I didn't even know that till today.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he beat him twice in the amateurs, but I don't see any of those fights happening. The PBC, in my opinion, they are not in the Terrence Crawford business. That's one guy.
Yeah.
That's one guy they not even dealing with. So I don't see that happening. And then there are examples of fighters getting beat by certain fighters in the amateurs, and those fighters end up beating them in the pros. And there are examples of fighters beating certain fighters in the amateurs, but then when they met that same fighter that they beat in the pros, they got knocked out. So you really can't. That's like me saying, hey man, you beat me in elementary school, or you beat me in junior high school. So now that I'm 25, 26, 30 years old, you can beat me now. I mean, it's just, you can't, you can. I don't look too much. I don't look too much into that. You know what I mean? Because both fighters are not the same fighters. Both fighters have probably gotten a lot better over time. So I try not to get into hypotheticals too much, because man, I'm the type of guy, I believe in intangibles. Until I can get something that's tangible and concrete, all the other stuff is just fluff. If we think this will happen, it's going to be based on, because I'm from Texas, I'm going to ride with my guy. So, of course, if I'm from Texas and his fighter's from Texas, he can't do no wrong. I'm automatically going to win. And then someone from Omaha, Nebraska may be like, well, this is my guy, he's going to win, or a person from Cuba. So, fans are pretty much tribalistic by nature. We all are for the most part. So, but I don't see any of those fights happening, bro. I'm telling you, I don't see that shit. We'll see. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong so bad, but 5 years we've been talking about this same shit for 5 years. Same shit. So, but shout out, hey, Giovanni, shout out to you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to the brother from Sacktown.
Yeah, shout out to you, coach.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Smith and West.
Hey,
We're dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
My brother say for the collection plate. I appreciate that, bro.
True.
Renee, what you say, fam? He said, yeah, to me, Spence, Bud, just fantasy talk. Yeah, it's just fantasy talk. I don't see that shit happening at all. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I like to focus on what we can get. What we can get. You know what I mean? But as it relates to the gloves, let's address what the caller was talking about. As it relates to the gloves and the drug, as it relates to the gloves and the drug cheat. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to take that phone call. But as it relates to the gloves, let me address that. Unless I think the brother said Fred from Barbershop Conversation put that out. Unless Fred has something tangible, if Fred know for a fact that, hey man, I know from my sources that, hey, this guy had loaded gloves and he was punching his friend PBC. Well, punching his friend who he fought, Errol Spence, with loaded gloves. It reminds me of the same talk that we had about Tyson Fury having loaded gloves when he fought Wilder, right? He didn't take his gloves off. If Fred said that, because I didn't see the video, if he said that, my question I would ask is, what kind of proof or anything tangible that you have to support that? You see what I'm saying? Is it just a guess? Are you assuming this? Or for a fact, meaning, hey, I can physically show you this is exactly what he had in his gloves. So unless he has something of that, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why would he say that. That's one. And I know Fred. I can call him and ask him, but I didn't even know he was the one that said it. But it's not even that important to me, to be honest with you. It is what it is. And then now, and two, as it relates to the drug testing, if neither fighter did drug testing, then that means that both fighters either could have taken drugs or not taken drugs. You see what I'm saying? And if the WBC allowed Fundora and Lubin to take drugs, then it is what it is. You got two fighters who didn't get drug tested. So whatever opportunities. So if we're assuming, if the assumption is they didn't do drug testing, that means Fundora had drugs in his system. Okay, well, Lubin had the same opportunity to have drugs in his system as well. You get what I'm saying? So I don't get where it's going at. I don't me personally, I don't get it. And I really don't care. I'm just being honest, I really don't care. I don't get where it's going at, but it is what it is, It is what it is. As it relates to that. Both fighters had the same opportunity to take drugs, if that's the case. And unless we have something tangible proof, hey, I have physical proof. Like I have physical proof I have water in this cup. You can see it. You can see it moving around. Do you have any physical proof that this guy had loaded gloves? Meaning loaded with cement, concrete, egg weights, whatever. Do you have proof of that? Is there anything tangible? Or did someone tell you this that works for the PBC or whatever? You know what I mean? Or whatever. And shout out to Fred. But if this is what he's saying, surely he would have to. I would hope that it's not a Wilder situation to where nothing can be proven. This is just some kind of speculation. You see what I'm saying? So that I would, I've been hearing something like this about the Ugas and Spence. There's no drug test for Ugas and Spence. So that means that Ugas and Spence have an opportunity to take drugs. Both fighters on the even playing field. Spence taking his dope, Ugas taking his dope, allegedly. If that's what a person is insinuating. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. Shout out to Jonathan. Jonathan. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your board.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Leonard Ellaby just coach over the phone. Leonard Ellaby just coach over the phone. Okay. Oh. Hold on, y'all say I'm on mute? Hold on. Oh, you're talking about earlier. Can you guys hear me now? I had you guys on mute earlier. Yeah, I did. But I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me now. Let me see if you guys can hear me. I can do that right now. I can see if you guys can hear me right now. Because I can hear myself. Okay. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Yeah, you guys can hear me because I can hear myself. All right, cool. Yeah. I had muted it when I was on the phone. I had a phone call I had to take. Yeah, but yeah, so I mean, I don't know, like you get what I'm saying? I'm all about what do you have tangible? You know what I mean? At some point, a content creator is going to get sued by one of these fighters for slander. That's going to clear this narrative up real ASAP. Yeah. That's going to happen. It happened to Tasha K. It happened to Tasha K with the girl name that talked real nasty, the rapper. Happened with Tasha K. She got sued by what's it, the Spanish chick? She married to Takeoff. I forgot her name. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, Manny from Maryland.
Manny from Maryland. Manny, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, I'm a Ryan Garcia fan, and about the fight, I thought he had a good boxing fight, but yeah, he has a lot of things to work on for sure. I'm a fan, not a fanboy. So yeah, he's got a lot of things to work on, and it's a shame that he's been turning down fights, and after that Luke Campbell fight, he had some good momentum. He could have gone on to fight Linares or JoJo or those guys, and maybe even been in the position that Devin Haney is now. But he didn't do that, so that's all on him, coach.
I mean,
And
he won the fight. He won 12 rounds, so he won the fight. So
Yeah. He hopefully, it's a good matchup with Joe Goosen, and he can work on a lot of the deficiencies he has, because he's got good hand speed, he's got a good reach, good height. So yeah, hopefully, he can stop putting in good work, and enough of the excuses of him. So yeah. And Ugas Spence, I think that's gonna be a great fight. I think it's gonna be a real close fight. I don't think the judges are gonna be as big of an issue. I feel like Spence is gonna win that fight close, but he's gonna win the fight regardless of the scorecards. I think he's gonna win that fight close, but it's gonna be a real good fight. Ugas is gonna, this is his chance. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great fight, coach.
all right, for sure. Shout out to Manny, man. Manny calling from Maryland, man. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to Manny, man. Yeah, man, Cardi B. Yeah, that's what it was, Cardi B. Cardi B sued Tasha K. Tasha K put some rumors out there about her. Something about her from her inside sources that told her something about Cardi B having herpes or something like that. Cardi B sued her ass, and she won a lawsuit against her, $3-4 million lawsuit. So, yeah. You know what I mean? But that's if you, like, you just slandering someone's character and saying false stuff. If you're saying false stuff, you know what I mean? Like if you showing receipts, no, this is what he said. He said this. No, this is what he actually did. This is the tangible evidence. Like, this is what I'm showing. When you have receipts and you got something tangible, then it's like, oh, okay, wait, that ain't that ain't no slander. That's literally what he did. Because you got the physical receipts. But just saying stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know. If you're if you're accusing someone of something that's not true. If you're saying, hey, this guy did this. And who knows? In America, you can sue for anything. So, yeah. You say no one questioned Barrio's face. It looked almost similar. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Which fight you talking about? I never seen Barrio's face look like that. Not when he fought Tank, and not when he fought Keith Thurman. I don't think. You must be talking about another fight. He said a defense to slander is truth. Yeah. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. And had a receipts to back it up. So I had a tangible paperwork right here. This is what I know what went on with this particular doctor. How do you know? Because this is the paperwork where this doctor, this paper says A, B, C, and D. This doctor signed his name on it as proof to back up everything that I'm saying that this doctor did. Here goes the paper right here. This is what I have into evidence to back up everything that I'm saying. So unless you got something like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, Tasha K lost that lawsuit. She lost that lawsuit. Yeah. He said I missed a super chat on Ugas. Let me see where it's at. Super chat on Ugas. I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see no super chat on Ugas. Yeah, I don't see it, fam. You sent the super chat talking about Ugas. I didn't see it, so sorry about that. Let's see. He said, yeah, after Thurman, his face was messed up. Let me see. I gotta look at that again. I don't know if it looked like I don't know if it looked like what the dude name is, Lubin. I don't know if it looked like that. But if it did, like, what does that mean? Does that mean Keith Thurman had weights, like loaded gloves, or I don't know? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And what you say? He say, nah. He say, nah, coach. Keith Thurman broke Mario Barrios' face too. I had to go back and look at it again, to be honest with you. He said, yeah, it was bad. Let me pull it up and see. Shit. Mario Barrios. Let's see. Shit, you know what I mean? I don't motherfucking I'm on me. I probably don't forgot. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I don't smoke so much goddamn weed. Listen, I forgot what he looked like after that fight. Let's turn this down, boy. The PBC do not play. The PBC do not play. Yeah, I see it right now. Yeah, his nose. Yeah, he did look kind of messed up. It didn't look like Lubin though, but it did look kind of messed up. Yeah, his whole nose swollen. Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. God, his whole nose is like, look, got wide up here. Yeah. Yeah, y'all right. I had forgot all about how Mario Barrios look. Me say Meldrick Taylor face look like Lubin. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Lubin face looked like Meldrick Taylor when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez. He said they were non-responsive when the fight was stopped. Concussions. Now what happened was he looked at it. He was looking at his corner, and he's looking at his corner. When Richard Steele asked him a question, he's looking at his corner, and Richard waved it off. I remember that fight. I talked to Tommy Brooks about that. Tommy Brooks is the one that trained Meldrick Taylor. When I talked to him about that, I say, man, why Meldrick Taylor was winning that fight, but he's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez in Vegas, so we're assuming he was winning that fight. But I said, man, why he was trying to like go for the knockout? Why he didn't just move around the ring and stay away from Chavez? And this is what his trainer said. Tommy Brooks, he said that he said, man, we don't train like that. We train to go for the knockout. I said, but it was the 12th round. You clearly was winning the fight. You know what I mean? From what the overall consensus was, you clearly was winning the fight. You know what I mean? But that's what he said. So that's what he said, bro. Shout out to Devon.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Ugas been doing some diddy bopping lately, coach. Oh yeah? Yeah, Ugas ain't gonna win that fight. He ain't gonna win that fight. I don't see him winning. You ain't gonna beat Errol Spence in Dallas, Texas. I don't give a damn how good you do. He said, coach, you like Ugas? Nah, I don't like Ugas ain't gonna win that fight. You're not gonna win that fight. No. James, he said, coach, what's up with the bet? You like Ugas? That's your guy. Nah, I ain't never said Ugas was my guy. I ain't never said Ugas was my guy. He said he got caught in the last round. Yeah, he got caught with probably 5 seconds left in the last round. 5-10 seconds left in the last round. Yeah. Always juicy. He said they told Taylor he was losing the fight, so he was trying to get the knockout. Now I spoke to Tommy Brooks though. Like I spoke to his trainer. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Major Key Boxing and shout out to Troy Graham. I actually spoke to him. So I heard the primary source of information. He told me exactly what went on. He say, coach, has Roger Mayweather ever won coach of the year the same way Reynoso does? No, not that I know of. Again, all that other shit about coach of the year, this and that, that's just the politics of boxing, dog. Like all of this stuff is subjective. We gonna pick this guy because of this. I don't get caught up in that, guys. Just get caught up in the goddamn fights. You know what I mean? Yeah, just get caught up in the fight. I wouldn't get caught up in all the other shit. You know what I mean? We have some good trainers out there though. He said, coach, like, don't be lying on me. No, don't be lying on me. I ain't no shit. I know he ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna beat that boy in Dallas, Texas in his own backyard. That shit ain't happening, bro. That man, his mama gonna be doing the judge, his daddy gonna be the other judge, and his cousin gonna be the other judge. He can forget that shit. He said, I think Spence is gonna pull it off. Yeah, Spence is gonna pull it off. He's gonna pull it off. He will pull that off. There's no way in the hell he can lose this fight. No way in the hell. It's gonna go. I think it's gonna go 12 rounds. Ain't nobody gonna get stopped, but yeah, he gonna put it off. Ain't no way in hell he gonna lose this fight. No way. He can't lose. He's in the win-win situation. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, James?
James,
New Jersey. What up?
James, talk to me. What you want to talk about, fam?
What's up? What's up, Coach? You look a little down today. Look like you tired of this boxing stuff, man. Usually you talking shit. You ain't talking no shit today or nothing.
Oh no, man! I ain't had no weed, so when I don't have no weed, I be like,
yeah. I also was. Yeah, usually I done talk junk about betting and all that. You ain't even talking shit to me like, nah, you ain't gonna get me on that second bet, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you, so.
No, I ain't had no weed, but I don't have no weed. I just kind of like have my normal, you know. When I'm on weed, you know, I laugh a lot. I like to have fun and stuff like that. I went to the gym too. I worked out real hard, so I always work out before I do the show. So I be so tired and exhausted that I have to smoke weed in order to keep me, in order for me to be, laughing and kicking it and, but when I don't smoke no weed, it's just like, you can see the difference.
Yeah, I definitely see the difference. I usually just listen to you talk and say, I'm about to call him, start some trouble with him. Spark him up a little bit. Coach out there.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you
all
called
right, man, that's all I called for, man.
Hey, shout out to my brother James, man. Salute to my brother, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to James. Yeah, man. When I ain't on no weed, bro, I be dead ass serious when I ain't on no weed. I be when I ain't on no weed, I be wanting to smoke for real. I take shit. I be wanting to smoke for real when I ain't on no weed. Oh, you gonna do what? Oh, okay. All right. Hope we get opportunity. Hope we get opportunity to see each other. You know what I mean? He said, I'm just like you, Coach. But listen, and anybody who smoke weed, you automatically know weed. When you don't smoke it, like if you're used to smoking weed, like I started smoking weed in October last year because I was having panic, anxiety attacks. So ever since I've been smoking, it kind of keep me good, feeling good and stuff like that. So when you get used to smoking it, when you don't smoke any, your mood changes. I mean, like for me, like I'm just saying for me, I can't speak for nobody else, but I know dudes who smoke and they tell me the same shit. They be like, yeah, dog, when they ain't got no weed and your body been accustomed to getting it, you be like, you be dead. Like I got a cousin, he be dead ass serious when he ain't on no weed. When he smokes some weed, he like a total different person. And I don't got kind of like that now myself. Now it's like this is me. You see what I'm saying? Like when I don't smoke, this is me. This is how I am. I'm dead ass serious. Dead serious. I'm real short. When I say short, I mean short with the conversation. You're gonna get yeah, no. You think so? Oh, okay. Then it's gonna be that. When I'm on weed, it's more, happy, jolly, we laughing, kicking it. But that's how it affects me, to be honest with you. I can't speak for nobody else, but I got some shit though. I got some shit now. I got some shit now. I got that. I got some shit. I just ain't smoke now. I got some. I got some 187 over here, boy. I got some 187 over here, boy. And I got my little pen joint twisted, so I'm gonna burn one when I get out the show. I got some 187 though. I got some gas over here, boy. I got some of that papaya. I got some shit over here now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. It is what it is, boy. And what he say? He say patience get very low. Yeah, I'm like I don't have patience. I don't have patience at all. Like I'm already listen. This is the type of person I am. Knockdown 305, my brother. I'm a short-tempered person. I go from 0 to 60 real quick. That's the type of person I am. I'm short-tempered, go from 0 to 60 real quick. I go to looking crazy. I'm like, and if I feel some type of way, you're gonna know. You know what I mean? When I smoke, what I like about when I smoke, I don't like kind of like being like that. When I smoke, it just make me feel, he said, no, that's a fact. He said, that's why I take breaks. He said, if you don't take breaks, he said, if you don't take breaks, Your tolerance gets ridiculous. Yeah. You're right about that. I'm about to take a break. But what it is, this is what I'm gonna have to do though, Smith and West. You know when you take a break, you like I gotta take a break from. I gotta take a break now because when you take a break, you start having withdrawals. You start having withdrawals. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm having one right now. I'm like, man, shit. I ain't got that. And I'm already a not patient person. Like when you guys tell me, you say, man, Coach, man, that troll was calling you, the dude was threatening you. I like the way you handled that. Yeah, I handled it because I was on the endo. If I ain't smoking no good green and I have a call with someone like saying they gonna do something to me or whatever, I know they ain't gonna do nothing. They hide behind the avatar caller with no call ID. They at their mama house somewhere, living with their mama, grown ass men. I know that, but I handle the phone call totally different. You'll know. I go to getting real disrespectful. I go to getting real disrespectful to them. That's how I am. I get very disrespectful. You gonna do what? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Tell your mama I said that too. Yeah, whatever. You ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. He said, Coach, what's your favorite smoke? Right now, I like it was the Mike Tyson OG Kush. I like that a lot, but I like the papaya. I have some papaya, Papaya. Boy, that stuff, that papaya, that stuff when you, bro, listen, one joint had you like, damn, that shit had you in la la land. They're like the stuff, I got it right here. It had you in la la land. Like, bro, I slept so good last night that, because I'm the type of person, the way my mind works, I have, I don't like my brain can't shut down. I have insomnia because I got all kind of things I'm doing like with my business and stuff like that, and things are going very, very well. We have an upward trajectory on where we're going at from a business standpoint. So things are looking really, really good. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I'm the type of person it's hard for me. Like I'm a unique Capricorn. Like it's very hard for me to wind down. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking about the next move. I just can't shut down. It's very, very hard for me. Very, very hard for me to relax. So the weed does me good. Weed does me good. Weed does me real well. I'm not gonna lie to you. So when I don't smoke it, he says weed legal in Florida. I wouldn't give a damn if it ain't legal. It ain't stopping it wasn't legal 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and it ain't stopping nobody from smoking. And if they got dispensaries here in Florida. They do have dispensaries here in Florida. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't give a damn if it ain't legal. Shit, Shit, I used to smoke off and on every now and then. I smoked when it wasn't legal, and if it is legal, I'm still gonna smoke. I won't give a damn shit. Bernard Burton, what you say, fam? He said, you sound like my son, Coach. He got a temper. I got a real bad temper. I have a real bad temper. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got a real bad temper. And I'm 48. I'm 48. You're like, you think when you get older, it'll settle down? Shit. He think, I'm older now. It'll settle down, but I still got that youthful spirit. I'm still fast as all outdoors when I race and do my sprints, stuff like that. I still, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. He says, you need a medical card in Florida, but we do the street market. Yeah. I ain't shit. I don't give a fuck about no medical card. If I want to go get me some good green, I'm gonna give me some good green. Shit, I don't give a damn. Fuck that medical card. Shit. He said, damn, I'm a Capricorn. My mind stay moving. Yeah, I can't shut down, bro. I can't shut down, bro. I'm just being honest with you. He say, oh, Coach is crazy as cap. God bless his wife. No, I'm just saying, but hey, Smith and West, if you a smoker, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. He said, get that card. It's big business. Get out of jail free. Yeah, in Florida, they don't trip like that in Florida about no weed. To be honest, they don't trip like that, bro. They don't trip like that. They don't trip like that. You know what I mean? Everybody named mama smoke. So he said it ain't legal in the UK. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, who gives a damn? I don't give a fuck. It ain't gonna stop me from burning. It don't stop me from burning shit. You know what I mean? So Marco Antonio, what you say, family? Say it's not legal here in Texas. And I keep my sack, been smoking since I was 3 years old. Yeah, they don't damn, 3? God damn. Yeah, they don't trip like that here, bro. They don't trip like that here. They ain't going around, oh shit, who got some weed? Let's go get them. You know what I mean? Unless you somebody doing tons and stuff like that, but someone who just blowing on a joint or blunt, they ain't tripping on that shit. They ain't tripping on that. I'll just say they ain't tripping on that. They ain't tripping on that. Lou Luna, she said Ugas needs 3 knockdowns at least to get a split decision win. Again, I think it's gonna be a very, 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 very close fight. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a war. I just think it's probably gonna be very similar to the Shawn Porter, and because Spence is coming to press that action. He wants to put on a spectacular performance, and Ugas understands that what he's stacked up against. So he's going to have to put on a spectacular performance. So I think both guys, stylistically, their styles are tailor-made for each other. Spence has the advantage with the 3-inch arm reach. He's fighting in his own backyard. 3-inch arm reach. He's going to have a lot of things on his side outside of the boxing ring. So he pretty much knows all I got to do is just go 12 rounds, but I want to look good in this fight. And that's it. Ugas is going to have to fight. He's going to have the fight of his life. Ugas is going to have a fight that he's never had before in his life in order to win this fight. And I just don't see it happening. He says, you actually believe that stuff about horoscopes and stuff, Coach? I'm a Libra. And I can say I've always tried to weigh shit up before going headlong into something. I need to change my sign now. Bro, listen, I used to study the horoscopes. Like back then when I was in Nation of Islam, my captain, and I don't want to say his name, but my captain, he used to study like the Chinese horoscopes. He's like, man, see, brother, right here, brother. See, you was born the year of the tiger, brother. So you was born the year of the tiger. That's why you got that big. That's why you got that temper, brother. That's why you such a hothead. See, brother, I was born the year of the horse. You see what I'm saying? So I was born 1974. So the month I was born at that time, from what I remember, it was the year of the tiger. You know what I mean? So, but I got another homeboy. He's a Capricorn just like me. He's a couple days younger than me. He's the total opposite of me. So the sign really don't mean anything. Your character is your character. The sign doesn't really mean anything because I got a homeboy that's Capricorn too. I got a couple of homeboys that's Capricorn. They're the total opposite of me. They calm, they laid back. I like being around them because they're more, they're more thinkers. You know what I mean? They're more thinkers. They're more like, oh man, you know what, man? Well, yeah, you can do that, but if you do that, then what's gonna be the consequences behind this? And no, man, I think you need to really look at it this way. You know what I mean? You need to look at it this way. I got my best friend. He like, yeah, man, he's very, very, he's way sharper than me. I look up to him too. He's a very, very smart guy. And I like being around him. I really like being around him. You know what I mean? So this dude say star signs are load of BS. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Some people believe certain things, some people don't. Some people may feel what you believe is some BS. It is what it is. It's subjective to the individual. You know what I mean? That's just how I roll though. That's just how I rolled back then. He said, hey, Coach, I was in Tampa 2 weeks ago, and everywhere I went, people were smoking. Smelled good. Yeah, everybody smoking. Ain't nobody think about that shit. Everybody and their mama smokes. He said, Coach, your thoughts on standing 8 counts in professional boxing and how it's never used. Again, the standing 8 counts is subjective to the referee. You see what I'm saying? So it's subjective to the referee, man. The referee, man, the referee has a hard job. Unless it's, hey, man, the promoter say, hey, look here, baby boy, this is what I need you to do. And that goes on a lot in boxing. Like, baby boy, this is what I need you to do right here. You know what I mean? I need you to rep this fight like this. But outside of that, the referees have a hard job. Smith the West, he said, I was born year of the tiger too. I got an F on tip. That's what got me. Might be on to something. Hey, but listen, my mother was a hothead too, though. My mother, Betty Jean, she was a hothead. My mother was a hothead, boy. And she's a Leo. She was born 1944. Before she passed away. My mother was a hothead. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of like genetics. I kind of like got it from her. For the most part, I kind of like got it from her. You know what I mean? But but it's all about, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Prophet Muhammad said, the strong man is not one who has the biggest muscles. The strong man is one who can control his temper when he's angry. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of like, try to strive down that path now. Now I don't got shot twice and everything, but shot in the neck right here. Bullet came out right there and hit in the back. But now now that I'm older, I just I become more of a thinker now. And I just kind of like try to think things through sometimes a little bit. I try not to operate on that emotion anymore. You know what I mean? Just being honest with you guys. Like me doing this podcast is therapeutic for me, to be honest with you. And this is why I do it. As a matter of fact, I'm starting two more channels that have nothing to do with boxing. Starting 2 more channels that has nothing to do with boxing because it's very therapeutic for me. Very therapeutic for me. So this is why I do it, to be honest with you. But Prophet Muhammad said that I came up in the Nation of Islam, and my student enrollment, my general orders, I got a student enrollment that Minister Farrakhan made. I think he made it like in 1993, 1994. I still have it, and it talks about having self-control and stuff like that. It talks about that because sometimes you can have self-destructive behaviors. You can have a self-destructive behavior, and it always gets you into things that you shouldn't get into if you just have more control over that a powerful emotion called anger. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It is what it is, though, man. It is what it is. Shit, I ain't tripping either way. Shit. Nikiji said Crawford not a KO since 2016. Question mark. Yeah, I ain't even feeding that. He said, do you think Spence needs to KO to sell the fight with Crawford? That fight ain't happening, bro. Like, that fight ain't happening. I don't even think that fight happening, so it doesn't matter. Arlette says, I am fly as hell. So I don't know about that. I am a flyer. That's my 2 Libra siblings, but they are both smarter than me. They are brainiacs. Yeah. KD, what you say, fam? He said, Coach, what are some big recent boxing matches which you think were fixed? Some took a dive in. It's a few fights that Mike Tyson was in that dudes clearly took a dive in. Dives happen in fights all the time. Like shit, like some of your favorite fighters have been in dive fights, meaning that the guy they was fighting just took a dive. Some of your favorite fighters, you'll be surprised. So, it goes on any era. You got some fighters that just, even all the way up to this day. But Mike Tyson is the one that I can think of. Vander Holyfield, with the Buster Douglas fight. It's a few. It's quite a few. The list goes on and on. Hold on, let me answer this phone. We got one more call. We're gonna take one more call, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Eddie from Azle, Texas.
Eddie from Azle, Texas. Talk to me, fam. What you want to talk about?
How you doing today, Coach?
Doing fine, brother.
Hey, bro. I wanted to think about your opinion on Spence and Ugas. You think Spence, because of the eye injury he had, he's gonna come out a little bit more cautious? Because normally he comes out with like that pretty strong jab he has. He's always coming forward, but with his eye kind of injured, he's kind of maybe taking care of it a little bit more.
No, I think Spence is very, very. There's nothing wrong with him. I don't think he's going to have any issues with his eye. He said he's not going to have any issues with his eye. He said that he's healed, and he said that he's 100% a go. So I'm the type of person, I don't try to look into more than what it is. If the fighter says, "Hey, I'm good. My eye's not going to be an issue," guess what? He's good. His eye's not going to be an issue. That's how I take it. You know what I mean? That's how I take it.
Yeah. Have you watched the All Access stuff on Spence and Ugas?
Not really. I mean, I saw part of All Access. I saw when Brian Custer was talking to him when he was on his ranch with his cows and chickens and horses and stuff like that. And when he said that he was just playing about the 70-30, 80-20 split with Crawford, he said he was just playing. And I saw that. I saw that episode, but other than that, that's it. I haven't seen anything on Ugas, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, it was just too boring for me to watch it. Like, it's just boring. There's no excitement. You know, Spence's, you know, yeah, man, you know, I was just doing this. And then Ugas, you know, he ain't exciting. I just want to see the fight. The All Access is not doing, you know, because
it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, there's no big personalities in it. So it's like, you know, you're gonna get what you're gonna get with those guys, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, bro, off the topic, but kind of on the same high topic. Up when I lived up in Oregon, some of the best smoke I had was called Alaskan Skunk. I don't know if you ever tried that, man, but that thing was so smooth.
Bruh.
Listen, no coffee, nothing.
I'm telling people, bro. Oregon got some of the best weed in the country, bro. And bro, like you hear,
man.
Northern California is top notch. Northern California is top notch.
Yep.
But I'm saying when people talk about the greener things in life, they talk about Cali. They always talk about Cali. But there's some states that they just sleeping on. Like right here in Florida, man, shoot. But Oregon, Colorado, especially Colorado, Cali, Oregon, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah,
I'm originally from Southern California, but I had moved up to Oregon, Central Oregon for a minute, and I came across this white cat, man. Man, this guy had to put some Dr. Green film, dude. He knew, man. This guy had it down to the T, like high time shit, you know?
Bro,
but yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you one more thing too. When it comes when it comes to the greener things in life, the best I've ever had came from the white dudes.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm dead ass serious, bro. Ain't no Jamaicans, no Mexicans. The white dudes, bro. But listen, and the reason why is because they get more scientific with this shit. Like, bro, when they doing their stuff, they like, okay, you know, we gotta have 15 milligrams of this in there, bop, you know, on this batch. Okay, then now what we need 7/8 of a tenth, or with a little bit of this ingredient right here, bro. It's like, bro, they got that science. Bro, they got that scientific.
So correct on that. I'm serious, man. It's crazy. Bro, you said 100%. Those guys get down to the fucking point, like, dude. That's crazy. But this fucking bomb shit, though, man.
Bro, I'm telling you.
But hey, Coach, thank you, dude. I appreciate you taking my call, man. But I just wanted to share that with you. Alaskan Skunk.
Yeah, man.
Fucking best smoke I've had. And it's been about 20 years since I tried that shit, man.
Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Aza, man. I mean, what's your name on? Hey,
Coach,
shout out to you, man.
Coach. Eddie, yeah. One more thing. I'm sorry. Hey, bro. I know it's a little bit late, but how was the concert, man? Did you have a good time?
Oh, the concert was good, man. Charlie Wilson, New Edition, Jodeci. It was a damn good concert. It was packed. It was sold out. I got merchandise, man. We had fun. We had fun, man. It was we really loved it.
Right on, Coach. I'm happy that you had a great time.
Yeah. I need it. Hey, but shout out to Ed, man.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. Have a good one, brother.
Yes, sir. Man, shit, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. Listen. The white brothers, bro. Shit, man. They bro. They'll bust anybody ass. To my Jamaica, oh yeah, they'll bust it. Bro, listen, the white boys got the best. Period. When it come to that, I'm telling you, bro. Bro, I'm like, man, shit. Them motherfuckers there, they know how to grow it, boy. They know how to grow it. That's all I'm gonna say. He says, what do you think of the pay-per-view numbers will be for Spencer Ugas? It should be about 300,000. Should be about 300 to 350,000. It should be that. Because I think Spencer's last pay-per-view numbers was 250, somewhere up in that range. Those are the numbers that they PBC had released. So it should be about 350,000. Errol Spence, his fans is excited to see him fight again. He hasn't fought since Danny Garcia, the anticipation. They're talking about the car accident. They're talking about the fight he almost had with Manny Pacquiao. They're talking about the eye. They're talking about the ranch, the chickens and the cows, and all of that stuff there. So yeah, he should do about 350,000. Should be about that. Should be about that. Smith and West, what'd you say? He said Jamaica got the most overrated read. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Overrated in a mug. Yes, they do. Very overrated. He said, best weed I've had from Northern Cali. Yeah, but Northern Cali, man, you know what? I think it's the soil. The reason why, because it's the soil in California, right? Especially Northern California. It's the soil that they have that make it so good and potent. Impotent. Yeah, impotent. You see what I'm saying? And very impotent. You know what I mean? Dead ass is about that. On Nikita, he said, what are the personalities in American boxing? Guys like Crawford, Spence, Tank, Haney are painful to watch. Broner and Rowley keep relevant because they can sell a fight. Yeah, like Crawford, Spence, Tank, Haney. Yeah, those guys they ain't got no personality. They're good fighters, but they don't really, there's quite a few fighters like that. They don't really have no personality like that. You know what I mean? I mean, Canelo doesn't really have personality, to be honest with you. Neither, but he has a built-in fan base. He doesn't need a personality. You know what I mean? Certain fighters are just blessed with certain gifts that others are not. So, Canelo doesn't have any personality really. He's not really the most exciting guy to interview and stuff like that. But that's not going to stop him from selling. But he can do that. He can do that. Anthony Joshua, he can sell out a football stadium. He can do that. Certain fighters, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Long as we get the fight, that's all I care about. I'm not gonna buy the fighter fight because of his personality. Now, I like to see the colorful fighters. I do, but I'm more concerned about how the fighters perform in the ring. To be honest with you, more so than anything. You know what I mean? He said Ben versus Broner. I take Nigel Ben. I mean, not Nigel Ben. I take Conor Ben. He's bigger, stronger, and Adrian Broner not gonna let his hands go. He's shell shocked from the McDonald fight, so you know what I mean. So it is what it is. But let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's do this OJ the Jew Man style, man. What's going on, Victor Bottle? What's going on, fam? You know how we do it, man. Once again, guys, we had a damn good show today, man. I wasn't on the weed today. You know me, I wasn't on the weed today, man. So you'll know when I ain't smoke no weed because this is me. You know what I mean? This is me without the weed. I'm very, very straight to the point. Very, straight to the point with me. All right, let's go ahead and do this, man. Let's give everybody a shout out. Shout out to my main man. Shout out to Retro Boss and the Documentaries. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to Lady Shan. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bales. Shout out to the Queen Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to the Queen Miss Fit. Shout out to my brother from Detroit. My brother Smith and West. And as a matter of fact, let's get the people who called in. Shout out as well. Shout out to Renee Box. Young called in from Mexico. Shout out to Ant from Philly. Shout out to Chavo from San Antonio. Shout out to Giovanni from Sacktown, Sacramento. Shout out to Manny from Maryland. Shout out to James from New Jersey, Jersey City. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to Ed from Hazel, Texas. Let's see who else we got in the building. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans. Shout out to the Kiji. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Chickarelli. What's going on, my brother? Shout out to the Rabona Entertainment, man. My brother over there in DC, man. Much love. I got much love for my brother, man. It's a good dude, solid dude, man, solid as a rock. Him and my brother, the other brother over there, Pretty Lou Peterson, Lamont Peterson, brother, man. There's some solid guys, man. Some OGs. I have a great deal of respect for the OGs. That's how I was raised. When I came up in the streets, I was raised by guys who were 8 years older than me. So I was always ahead of the curve and a lot of stuff. So, I respect the OGs. You'll never see me raise my voice, get loud with an OG. I stay in my place when it comes to the OGs. You know what I mean? Now, the other cats, the trolling and shit, it's fair game. It's fair game. Shout out to Con Shinery, man. Shout out to the boxing scientists. Shout out to Derek Alexander. Derek, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man. Derek Alexander, salute to my brother, man. Shout out to Jawan who stopped by, man. Jawan. Shout out to AI in the building. Shadow comeback with the lick read. Shout out to LaRon. What's going on, fam? Master Yoda with the lick read. Just Blaze. D Young, what's happening, fam? Soul Brother Sigma, what the lick read? What's happening, man? Let's see. Holmes Enterprise, what's going on? Shout out to them boys over there, man. E Thriller. E Thriller over there, man. Mosquito Spray, General Big Fish, the Mac Mob. Shout out to those guys, Bold and Understanding. Salute to those guys as well. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing, Jamie over there in the UK. Shout out to my main man. Julius over there, Ring IQ. Shout out to him as well. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man on the boss. I go, baby.
I can't hear you, bro. Your phone breaking up.
Oh, Mano the boss. I'm calling from Chicago.
Okay, Mano the boss from Chicago. Talk to me. What you want to talk about?
Man, I just want to talk about this Spence and upcoming Ugas.
Okay, go ahead. What about it?
I want to let everybody know. I think Spence gonna come in, do his thing against Ugas, and hopefully the TC next. But I don't think the TC gonna really get made.
Yeah, I feel the same way you feel.
And who is and I want to ask you a question. Who you think TC gonna fight next? Because it's not gonna be Errol Spence.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's not gonna be Errol Spence. I have no answer for you. I don't know who he's going to fight next. He's not. I don't see him fighting any PBC fighter. I don't think the PBC is in the business of Terrence Crawford business. So whether he moved to 154 doesn't matter. He's not going to get any of those PBC fighters in there. And he's not going to get Spence. So me personally, I think Crawford should do whatever he feel he need to do, or just retire from the sport. He's not going to get any of those guys in the ring. So, far as I'm concerned, I'm past that. I saw the video on that December the 16th. I did a whole show on that, saying that Crawford needs to move on, stop chasing Spence, stop trying to, you know what I mean? Like, you look desperate at this point. If they wanted to fight you, they would have fought you. It's been 5 years in the making. They wanted to fight you, they would have been fought you. So leave the man alone, let that man do his thing, you do your thing, and go head on. That's how I feel about it.
Exactly. Peace and love to you, baby.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother from the shop, man. Shout out to you, fam. Other than that, that's it. This is our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out on New Media Today USA Boxing. You know my motto, guys. Hey, man, y'all check the new video out I just dropped right here to my left, which would be your right. Will you still support Tank Davis if he leaves Floyd Mayweather? I just dropped that video. So you guys please check it out. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, man. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.